It's alive. It's alive.
Can you hear me? It can't be saved. It's gotta die.
It's alive. It's alive.
Nobody knows how this thing happened.
Why are you so anxious to be the one to do it?
It's alive.
If we find out that the cause is medication that we manufacture,
It's alive.
absolute destruction.
It's alive.
You've never been exposed to radioactivity and radioactive material.
It's alive.
My department has already cautioned the police about excessive violence.
It's alive.
It could be dispatched with a bullet, or better still, some kind of a gas.
It's alive.
It went down the storm drains.
It's alive.
Or undergone extensive x-rays. In fact, I told you.
It's alive.
Yes, y'all, it's going down right now. Episode 323 of the Triple Shots of Moodz and Horror podcast is coming at you live and direct with the homie JP, also known as the Mexicans. And of course, we got Mr. No Fact Check Saucedo, also known as Tyler in the house. And I be your host, the toxic offender, Moodz. Yeah. What's good, my players?
Oh, you know, hanging out.
Yeah?
Wait for summer to be over.
Yeah, man, it's been a minute. It's been a minute, man. We've been off for a couple months, I think.
Yeah, this is like a straight 3 months since our last recording.
No, we recorded in May, so June, July. We've been off for probably 2.5 months at least.
It feels like so much longer. It literally feels like 6 months have gone by.
Because we're about the middle of August. It's August 17th. Yeah, it's been about. Because we recorded late in May, right? Actually, no, it's been about 3 months, actually.
Yeah, we did the 64 show, and that was it. We didn't do any other summer shows.
No, we didn't. So it has actually been about 3 months, maybe almost.
It feels a little different because we did 2 sin bins in between there.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But with that said, man, episode 323, It's Alive franchise. And we're going to continue along with this theme that we've been rocking. Y'all remember that we started this one?
Stupidest thing, but it's like
we started this 3-4 months ago.
We can't let it go. Can't let it go now.
It literally started as a joke. We just wanted to do a show about penis horror and then vagina horror, and then we're like, let's just roll with this theme because you need a penis and a vagina. And then we did pregnancy horror because that's the result of having a penis and a vagina. And then when you have prego horror, something pops out. And that's this shit.
And if you're having prego horror with these fucked up penises and vaginas, you're bound to get some mutated little Johns. So
right. So what better way to go into baby horror than doing the It's Alive franchise, knock another one out the box. So yeah, good stuff.
Yeah, and It's Alive I've wanted to do for a really long time. One, because I've always liked the first one, and I've never seen any of the others.
Right. When Scream Factory put out the box set, I rewatched them all, and so that was the last time I watched. I don't remember when that was. It must have been since the time I've been on Letterboxd.
6 years ago.
Yeah, because
I bought that box around 7 years ago, and I watched them all then, and then I haven't seen them since.
Yeah. So yeah, it'd been a few years. They weren't fresh, but I did remember them. So watching the remake actually was only the second time I'd ever watched it. I watched it when it first came out. I think I rented it actually.
Jeez.
Ask for your money back.
Was.
I vaguely remembered it. I remembered only a couple parts, and oh my god. Okay, well we'll get to that in a while. But anyways, without further ado, man, we've been off for 3 months and we haven't said a whole lot and stuff, but unfortunately, man, this last week, dude, people are dropping. Maybe last couple weeks.
Yeah, dude.
That's crazy.
That's probably the big news of the week. Last couple weeks,
dude.
So you have, in chronological order, it would be different, but in news order, you got Reggie Bannister passed away.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, of Phantasm fame. And probably one of the people that I'm very unfortunate that I never got to meet, because he was on my like list of people that I actually wanted to meet. I love Reggie Bannister. I think that like I've talked about this story a bunch of times, but like there were like a couple significant moments in my life where I got into like horror and like just very like powerful moments, and two of those moments featured Reggie Bannister. It was like the first time I rented Texas Chainsaw and Phantasm on the same night, like changed my life. Made me like a massive horror fan. And then watching Phantasm 2 on Monster Vision was like a really big moment as well. So Reggie was the coolest. Like I read Don Coscarelli's book a few maybe like 2 years ago, and he talked about like the whole production of the Phantasm movies and even his earlier movies before that, like Kenny and Company and his one before that. Dude literally started making like studio movies at like as like a kid. It was crazy. Like he just got like lucky one day and made a movie and like a studio picked it up. Mm-hmm. But you know, talking about like Phantasm and how he like met when he first met like Reggie Bannister, he's like just this like hippie dude who like took him to a bar when he was like pitching the movie, and he's basically like Reggie just got him a drink and he was like underage, and he's just like he's like, yeah man, sounds pretty cool, let's do it or something. And like just like the chill nature of Reggie, man, I love that guy. He's so awesome. And honestly, like I think he had dementia and Parkinson's, which is the same situation my grandmother was in, who passed away a couple years ago during October. I know how difficult that is on someone, and just watching them deteriorate is like horrible. Mm-hmm. So it's very sad. I think that that Gigi, his wife, had alluded to like Agent Orange, because Reggie was a Vietnam veteran, right? Having an effect on that happening to him, which is messed up. Reggie, like, dude, I mean, that's my guy.
Yeah, he seemed like he was a genuinely cool guy, man. He was a dude that I never got to meet either, but you know, I always wanted to meet the guy, but unfortunately it never happened. But rest in peace to Reggie Bannister. You guys ever see Bloody Bible Camp before?
Yeah.
Where he plays the fucking dirty priest.
Yeah.
Richard Cummings.
He's another guy that didn't get as many roles as he should have.
I know. I always thought that too. Like he's really, really known for Phantasm, and then a lot of people are like, what else was he in?
And the cool thing about his Phantasm arc is he is literally like a side character in the first one. Like he's just like not really that important.
Well, that's
just, like their friend, and he literally becomes the hero of the franchise.
That's kind of like Bert from fucking Tremors.
Yeah,
same thing.
Yeah. It's pretty cool though. You like he is Phantasm. Like when I think of Phantasm, I think him and his like ponytail and his fucking quad barrel shotgun. Like he's the shit. So if that didn't suck enough, we also got the news that Hayden Panettiere died as well today.
Yeah, that was a fucked up one.
Night. Yeah. Only 36.
Yeah.
Of course, we know her most from Kirby in Scream 4 and Scream 6. She came back for Scream 6 after an Easter egg in Scream 5, which said it alluded to the fact that she was still alive. She also was. I first seen her in that show Heroes, which was like a superhero show on like CBS or something, or ABC. She played like a cheerleader character. And we're like around the same age, so I remember having a big crush on her. I think she's a year older than me.
Yeah, I remember when Scream 4 came out, and she was in it, thinking, because like same thing, like she's around the same age, thinking like she was in like an absolute fox in that movie.
Yeah,
she still looked good in Scream 7 too.
Yeah, she's my favorite character in Scream 4. Probably one of my favorite Scream characters ever, too. So, R.I.P. to her. There is some, I don't know if you guys saw, but just like a couple of days ago, she came out and like talked about, I think she has a book coming out, or maybe it came out already. But she had talked about when she was 18, a close friend of hers took her on this like yacht and took her to like one of the cabins, and there was a very famous older person there, naked, and she was supposed to like have sex with him. And there's a lot of like theories that like, oh, well,
maybe
this
Epstein's Island or what?
Maybe this very famous person did not like that she was talking about that. I think they're saying overdose as of now, but who knows?
Did she have substance issues before? Or
he did, I believe. But I think she had like cleaned herself up from what.
But the best way to make it look like someone overdosed if they were into drugs before is, if you want to kill them, is to do that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So that's very sad, you know. I've always liked her. And she was also another one that like actually like embraced the Scream fandom, which I always appreciate when actors do that. So sad to hear that. And then I found out also that fucking Screaming Mad George died back in February.
What? It was
you
in
didn't
February?
See that?
Oh. No. I just heard today that he died.
Yeah,
no, they announced it today.
Oh,
his family said, like, you know, we didn't say anything because we wanted to mourn properly and stuff, which is a good strategy.
February.
But yeah, apparently he passed away back in freaking February.
Well, that's like that's like the MF Doom thing. MF Doom apparently died like on Halloween night, but then they didn't announce it till New Year's Eve. So that was all fucked up that time. So, but
yeah, so Screaming Mad George, of course, really awesome effects artist, born in Osaka, Japan, came over here, has a very, what I would call like unique style to him.
For
you
sure.
can usually tell like when he made a movie. Of course, he did effects in two of the Elm Street films, Elm Street 3 and 4. He did them in Society, which is one of his more like known effects pieces. Silent Night, Deadly Night 4 and 5, Children of the Corn, Urban Harvest, Tales from the Hood, Progeny, Beyond Reanimator, Big Trouble in Little China, Predator.
I just rewatched Freaked like a couple weeks back, and
Freaked.
Yeah, the Alex Winter film. Man, that shit is fucking bananas, man. But the effects in that movie are great. Yeah. Really good stuff. Like big monster effects and shit is pretty cool. He directed The Guyver in 1991.
Yes, he also directed The Guyver
and did the effects also, which is a really, really fucking fun movie. Kind of underrated, to be honest. If you're gonna see that shit, make sure you watch it uncut. It's good stuff.
Yeah, Tales from the Hood. I mean, he was a really cool effects artist. I really dug him.
It's so random that he did the effects on Don't Panic, like that Spanish film directed by Galeon Jr. Like, it's just so freaking random he did that. But yeah, so that's interesting. That's like months later that we find out that passed away. It's crazy.
Yeah, pretty sad, you know. And then on top of that, fucking Tom Savini's house in Pittsburgh burned down.
Shut the fuck up! I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
So what's the story with that? What happened? Besides it burning down.
I don't know. But I know
arson. I mean, electrical. Did he fucking fall asleep cooking chicken fingers one night and the shit fucking burned down? Like,
I'm not actually sure, honestly, dude.
Sucks, man.
I know that. I think from what I understood is that it was his like grandfather's house that was passed to his father, then passed to him. So it was like, you know, if you know, I'm sure he's had to have it. Yeah, I'm sure he's had to have it like updated since then. But like,
of course,
if it was original, I definitely know that the wiring was probably fucking not good.
Usually, like in a lot of those older houses, you'll go through, like, we even did that in this one too. Like, our house isn't that old, but we've redid all that type of stuff. Shit, just got to do that type of stuff. So, yeah, that's crazy, man. Another rest in peace. I don't know if you guys heard. It was maybe a little while ago, maybe a month or two. I don't know, but you know the girl that played in the new Godzilla vs Kong films. She was the deaf girl, like Kaylee Hotley, little Asian girl. Do you remember from the movies?
Yeah, I think so.
She fucking got killed in a car accident. She was 18 just recently. Yeah, she was in a couple new Godzilla films. She was, yeah, that's fucking shitty, man. But yeah, she comes from like a long line of like, I think everyone on her dad's side is all deaf and shit, but had a pretty promising career actually, man. But that's kind of sad too. So 18.
Yeah, man. Pretty crazy, dude.
Yeah.
So, you know.
So yeah, man. Rest in peace, y'all. Rest in peace to Tom Savini's house. That sucks.
Yeah, I'm sure he probably lost a ton of memorabilia.
Oh, fuck yeah, for sure, dude. There's probably so much in there that you just, that's just horrible.
Wonder if he lost his sex machine dick gun, because that would be sad.
Yeah, it would be sad. You should have that in a vault somewhere, in a bank safe.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Did any of you guys watch the Welcome to Derry show?
No.
We couldn't get through an episode.
Was it bad?
Yeah, we didn't like it. So we're pretty quick to turn shit off, but we were not feeling it. I think we watched one episode and we were like, yeah, I'm done.
That sucks. I wanted to see it. I thought it was like actually a pretty good like concept, because the book has so many different like eras that they talk about, because they renewed it for a second season that takes place in 1935.
So I don't know, man. It's TV. I can't really devise a time to like get into that shit. So
yeah, besides the challenge, dude, I have not watched like anything on TV.
No, I mean, the only thing I watch on TV is
besides
sports. It's the only thing I watch. I literally don't even turn my TV on unless sports is not on. So it's like today I knew the Jays weren't playing, so I didn't even turn my TV on.
And then the only other little bit of news that I don't want, I mean, a lot of stuff has happened over the months, but I just wanted to stick to the like modern shit, like most recent. Tyler's homie that directed I Saw the TV Glow, their new movie, Teenage Sex and Death at Camp Miasma.
I don't know. I think it's a miasma. That's
miasma. Apparently it made $1 million in 60 theaters.
Wow.
So I assume we're probably going to see it rolled out like to a wide release.
That's crazy.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
$1 million in
60 theaters. That's crazy.
Holy shit.
So it's definitely selling out those theaters.
Yeah.
I guess people really liked the last one.
Wow. That's a lot of money for 60 theaters.
Yeah. That's like,
shit, right now that
I'm actually kind of curious about it now.
I'm curious. I'm going to try to go this weekend.
Yeah. I'm trying to do the math in my head and I'm like, holy shit. Wow. Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, if it gets a wide release, that'll be fucking pretty sweet. Speaking of movies and cinemas and stuff, of course, I didn't get the Eli Roth Ice Cream Man. Did you guys see it yet?
No, I haven't been to the theater in a while.
I haven't been getting anything here. But I mean, there hasn't really been a lot this summer, though. It's been pretty quiet for theatrical films that maybe I just wasn't getting anything. But
I think the last one I saw was Backrooms.
I think that was the last one I saw, too, actually.
I did see that now. I saw that at home. I finally caught up on a bunch. I watched actually a good handful of 2026s in the last week and got caught up.
Yeah, I was very disappointed in your review of Backrooms.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I didn't. What did you say? What did you say about it? You didn't like it?
I was in the middle on it.
He said it started off strong. Didn't love what they did in the final act.
I think it's like insanely cool, man. Like the way
I loved it. I thought it was amazing.
Like the way I interpreted like the actual Backrooms was essentially just kind of like a metaphor for like the way your brain operates, and it's kind of like the study of exactly how your brain is. Like if you listen to the dialogue in the film, it's actually really interesting because they talk about like how humans, like how the human brain gets confused easily and we get jumbled and, we seem to forget things or we remember things completely differently. And, like, and they show
it's like if you try to describe like you were like just saw a car accident or something and you're trying to describe what the person looked like that was driving the car.
Yeah. But I think it's really cool because, there's a reveal in the film where it's, there's people kind of studying this shit and stuff like that. But it's like really interesting because when they're waking their way through the back room, which is kind of like a metaphor for like your brain, I think it's really interesting when you see like all these kind of scattered shit, like things that are all piled up and stuff. And that's literally how your brain is, like we get confused easy. We get jumbled and we get backwards and we can't figure out things properly. And it's like this really interesting way of kind of showcasing exactly how the human brain is such a mystery. It's such a fucking mystery. And
it's also just like a total like me type of movie too. Like I just think that it's like
I just really thought the concept was cool.
Concept, nightmare logic-y.
It was weird to me.
I love the idea that the whole movie spawned from a photograph. Like that is cool as well.
I thought that was pretty cool. I just feel like when I was watching it, it's exactly how I pictured someone would showcase like the jumbleness and the craziness of like your fucking medulla. You know what I mean? Like the way shit would be going. I don't know what I was like really liking. I was like, this is a really cool idea. It's really neat. So, but I get it though. I mean, there's a lot of people that are lukewarm on it and whatever. I guess you're not really digging the concept. Like, what was your main issue with it? Like,
I liked the whole idea of this really like ambiguous, whatever you want to interpret.
I wouldn't even say it's ambiguous. I think it's just if you interpret it.
I mean, you could like have a lot of like interpretations of what it means, but either way, like I like that. I like that it's like an open box thing and it's just like this infinite puzzle. I just didn't like kind of exactly it's hard to say without like literally spoiling the movie, but like the decision it made in the final act to kind of go away from just like this infinite labyrinth.
I think I kind of get what you're saying a little bit because like I feel like at a certain point in the movie it becomes like almost like standard horror fare in a way, and it's like it almost feels like disappointing because it's like your concept was a lot higher than this.
Yeah, it felt like there was a point in the movie where it kind of became a different movie for 20 minutes and went back to the old movie. It felt a little uneven to me. I guess
I still felt like it like wrapped up nice and like made it make sense.
I feel like it needed to kind of go somewhere for a little bit and then go back to it though. Like I felt like it needed it though. Like if it had stayed in there, it just would have felt like a total fever dream nightmare logic and shit like that to the point where it would feel completely ambiguous and stuff. I think you needed that element of kind of like, oh, what the fuck is this?
So this is one of the, remember like when we were teasing the year and we are like, what the fuck is analog horror? I think this is like kind of one of those. What do they call it? Also liminal horror.
Yeah.
There's like a bunch of new names for shit. I'm like, I feel really out of the loop, man.
Yeah, no, I'm not putting tags on fucking everything.
Did you guys see Scary Movie?
Yeah, I did not. I didn't make it.
I actually, I guess I went and saw that in the theater.
Yeah, I liked it.
It was funny. There's a lot of dick and fart jokes that made me laugh. So it's, it is what it is, right? It's potty fucking juvenile comedy. So it worked for me.
Yeah. And I saw Tinsman Road that I don't think a lot of people have seen yet.
Mm-hmm.
That's the follow up from the guy that made the Outlaws. And I didn't love it. I liked it a lot. I didn't love it. There's definitely some issues with it. It's way too long is the biggest issue, but I think people who are really into found footage really like it. It's kind of like Lake Mungo, kind of combined with the Blair Witch Project.
What is you guys' count for the year?
25.
Me too.
Yeah.
For 26 films?
Yeah.
I think
I got a couple documentaries.
Yeah, me too. I've seen two of the same ones you do.
Oh, actually, you know what? I forgot. I went and saw, this was after Backrooms. I saw, Is God Is in Passenger as well.
Mm-hmm. What'd you think of them?
I actually really like Passenger, and I know everybody's gonna hate it because it's like kind of like comfort horror for me. It's just like a spooky like urban legend movie with a lot of jump scares.
I kind of like The Passenger also. I thought it was actually pretty fun. Yeah.
And I thought Is God Is was really fun. I don't know if you guys saw that one.
Yeah, I did. I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was pretty good too, actually.
I watched this movie called A-Frame. I thought was actually pretty cool. You might miss it because it's labeled as a 2024 movie, but it got its release this year. It's one of those. But it's I wrote that down. It's a real low budget like sci-fi movie about like that kind of like deals with curing disease in like different ways. Like we might try that in the future, and it makes the most out of like being a no budget movie. I liked it.
I also forgot. I also saw, this might have been the last one I saw in the theater, Pitfall.
No.
I think I saw it the same day as Passenger and Is God Is. I think I did a triple feature. Oh my God, dude, this movie sucks dick.
I remember you saying that.
Bro, it sucks so much dick. It has Randy Couture, the UFC heavyweight and light heavyweight former champion, like the 5-time champion, as the villain in it.
We need all the credentials. The name would have just been enough.
And it's like, I thought it was like, okay, I was like, this is a good concept. A bunch of people go out into the woods. There's a pitfall with the little like spikes sticking out. One of the characters falls in there and gets his leg stabbed, but he's like away from the group, so they're trying to find where he disappeared to this whole time. But god damn, is it bad. Like it's one of those movies where you just like, there's 1,000 choices that people make that are just fucking dumb and don't make sense.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's just like stuff that's
that stuff
stupid
feels like
as shit.
That stuff feels like such lazy writing to me. And
dude, and I don't even like, you hate that stuff more than I do. And I fucking thought it was horrible in this movie. And it's like, I think I gave it a 1 out of 5.
Yikes.
Man, I watched one like that this year
like
too.
2 out of 10. It sucked.
I don't know if you guys have heard of this one, but it's called Scared to Death.
I think I've heard of it, but I haven't seen it.
It's got fucking Lin Shaye, Bill Moseley's in it, Ray Dong Chong's in it. Like, I was like, oh shit. I'm like, this looks pretty good. Holy fuck, this is kind of a raging piece of shit.
Movies with casts like that are a trap.
Yeah. I mean, it sounded like it was okay. I was a little bit hesitant going into it a little bit, of course, but
after
it's just fucking like there was a couple parts and that actually made me laugh, and it was like kind of decent, but like holy shit, dude, the narrative was just fucking done so bad. They fucked this one up big time. Shitty.
After I watched Pitfall, I was like, who the fuck made this piece of shit? So I looked it up and I was like, this guy has dirt on someone or blackmail or something, because there's no way somebody gave him this money to make this movie and have a fucking wide released film or even limited. And I look at his filmography, and okay, All Hallows Eve 2, okay, that's something. Airplane versus Volcano, Jurassic Galaxy
versus Volcano. What the fuck does that even mean?
Damn Sharks.
He just kamikazes into the fucking volcano.
Age of Tomorrow Hornet, which is a total like Bumblebee, like Transformers mockbuster.
So he's an asylum director?
Behind the Walls and Airplane Lost. I think he is an asylum director.
Yeah. That sounds fucking terrible.
Yeah, so that movie fucking sucked. The other one I watched I actually really liked was Whistle.
Dude, you know what, Whistle, like I watched it and I was like, this movie, it reminded me of Final Destination just with a whistle.
It does. It kind of feels like that.
It's the same premise almost.
That movie was funny enough, but I kind of like hated the ending.
It's total popcorn shitty. I actually enjoyed it though. It was kind of fun actually.
It's fun. It's just like a very dumb movie. It's fun for that.
I'm a sucker for like Monkey's Paw / like, Be Careful What You Wish For.
I'm not the biggest Monkey's Paw fan though. Like it's kind of like it's okay. But I find there's a lot of adaptations of the Monkey Paw story that are just kind of shitty. They do it all fucking so corny and just generic. And
there is.
But I feel like there's way more shitty ones than good ones. Speaking of
What's
movies,
what's the movie that came out this year? That's like a talisman story that you really hate, Moodz.
Which one was that? Fuck.
The one everybody else likes.
Obsession?
Yeah.
Oh, Obsession. I forgot about Obsession. Yeah, there you go. I'm not a big fan of the fucking story, man. Fuck Obsession.
Dude, you sound like that guy that got roasted on Shudder group page the other day.
Oh, give me. I don't
This
give
is the
a
most
fuck.
overrated movie.
It has nothing to do with it. I never said it was overrated at all.
Talks mad shit on him.
I just don't I don't like it. I don't. I will say though, man, if we're gonna talk about overrated shit, man, the fucking lead actress in that film, oh my god, that shit was over.
You
yes,
didn't just say that.
Yeah,
the
I
girl or the boy?
couldn't stand her. Oh, the guy's fucking. He's horrible.
Dude, the girl murders that role, bro.
Yeah, you guys are fucking sucking. Just.
I like the guy. I don't know. I like
gonna give calluses, man, in the back of your throat, bro. Seriously.
I thought the guy was pretty funny.
Speaking of fucking big movies, Evil Dead Burn.
I didn't see it yet.
I
cannot believe I missed it. I went to go see it and it's like out of the theater.
What the fuck have you been doing all summer, JP? What have you been doing?
Dude,
you missed Evil Dead Burn in the theater?
Busy, dude. Well, one, Carly moving in, like that took so much effort, like weeks of effort. Because I not only did I move her in, I moved somebody out. So it was like, it's still a mess. Like
you guys are crazy with that whole week shit. But anyways, yeah, Evil Dead Burn, man. Dude, I will say there's most of the movie doesn't really feel like an Evil Dead film to me.
Yeah,
it's not really it's not really the biggest problem for me. Like there's moments I feel like they were playing it more for shock value, which I hate even using the term, but I feel like there's a couple moments in the film where it's just like, we're going to amp the violence up to fucking 11 Spinal Tap style here. And I was like, okay. But the third act is one of the worst third acts I've ever seen that I've seen in a long time.
It's like
horrible.
stock. It's like stock demon.
Dude, that final battle with that Deadite was the worst looking shit I've seen in a long time. It's like terrible CG. It's just, it looks awful. It was a bad it was dumb. It was a terrible third act. They really, even like the first two thirds, I was like, okay, whatever. I wasn't really rolling with it that much. I don't think it's a horrible film. I think the third act is atrocious.
It's a movie you watch once. You're like, all right, well,
yeah, dude, you're not really pulling a lot from this one. I rewatched the Evil Dead Rise right before I went in there and actually enjoyed it a lot more.
Evil Dead Rise, I think, is clear cut.
Yeah, Evil Dead Rise is light years ahead of Burn. 100% it is, character wise, and it's kind of fucked up too. Like how there's a post-credit scene that kind of connects things, because I was wondering what the fuck they were doing, because it's like all supposed to be in the same universe and shit. And then I was like, okay, what the fuck is this?
Well, I didn't stick around for that.
Yeah, so I won't say it, but
I actually double featured that movie with The Odyssey.
Oh yeah, I just have like no interest in watching The Odyssey at all.
Yeah, I mean, I liked it, but I didn't love it. I don't think it even make my top half.
I wanted to see it. I've just been busy.
Yeah, it sounds like you've been doing a lot of fucking.
I didn't go to the theater.
Nothing, but
I went like 3 days. Like it's that I saw like 3 movies in a week.
Oh yeah, by the way, I'm at 59 watches for 2026.
Yeah, you're crushing it.
It's been a weird year. Like I 1 minute I'll love a film, and then next minute I'll be like, okay.
Oh, I really want to see that Her Private Hell movie. That's like high priority.
I've watched Her Private Hell. Dude, this movie is one of those. This has got to be.
I love those movies where people.
It's the most decisive thing you're going to hear this year for sure. People are going to be over here or over here.
Yeah, I like movies like that. I think Tinsman Road's going to be like that too.
Dude, it feels like you're watching. Well, it's a Refn film, right? So you already know the aesthetic is going to be very vibrant and fucking neonish and shit. But like, it has this crazy. The narrative is really bizarre, but the dialogue is really bizarre, and it reminds me of watching like a David Lynch film, like Inland Empire. Weird dialogue. And shit, like it's like that weird, and I felt like I was watching Inland Empire, I mean, with a really great aesthetic.
Yeah.
It was tripping me out, man. I was like, this is fucking bizarre, man. Yeah, again, it's definitely one of those films I can see people being very high on it. or very, very low on it. It just depends where you fall in the type of spectrum. I thought it was actually really cool. I'm a visual person when it comes to film. So if you can win me over with an aesthetic and, just a very moody type atmospheric nightmare logic, nightmare fever type feel film, you're already getting a 5 out of 10. Like it's half the battle right there. And like, dude, it's a weird, I don't want to say anything, but it's a weird movie. It's a really, really strange film where it like kind of goes and shit, but I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty cool. I want to rewatch it. I want to rewatch it actually, like on a big screen. So yeah,
I like him, but I'm not as high or like as galvanized as him as some people are.
I just rewatched Drive the other day, actually.
Well, that's interesting enough. Like I actually like am not as high on Drive as like a lot of people. I know a lot of people really love that movie. I'm just like nowhere near as high as a lot of people are on it. I prefer the movie. The Driver. That's like pretty.
Yeah, I watched The Driver. I think last summer. Actually, for the first time, I'd never seen it before. Believe it or not.
Yeah, that movie's awesome. I think I like that movie better.
Yeah, it's good. Definitely.
I've seen 5 or 6 movies from him. I think I'd be receptive to it, but I'm not like an auto fanboy on him either.
Yeah, I've seen a bunch of his shit too.
Well, it's funny enough. I know some people that are like huge fanboys of his, and they all hate it. It's actually like this is the movie that kind of looks like it would be for like the most like cheese platter eating pretentious crowd, and they all hate it. And like all like my horror friends like it.
Yeah, and that makes complete sense. It actually does make sense. I can see people. Like, I mean, if you're into like Only God Forgives and like The Pusher, well, it's so different. He actually did quite a few different type of films. To be honest,
I just feel like on the movies the last few years that have kind of made this divide, like The Outwaters, maybe even like I Saw the TV Glow to some degree. I feel like I've been on the side more often than not that really likes it. Not all the time because I didn't really like Skinamarink. But I find myself mostly on the side of.
What Skinamarink? Did you mean?
Yeah, whatever it's called. I didn't like that movie, but I know that. But other than that, most of the really divisive movies, I feel like I've been positive on.
Did you like The Neon Demon?
Yeah, I like Neon Demon. I like that a lot. Like when the second it came out.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then it's not. This one's a lot weirder than The Neon Demon for sure.
I remember I saw that in theaters with my brother, and my brother hated it. I thought that was amazing.
Right. Yeah. I watched that fucking shitty remake Over Your Dead Body. Oh, Lordy. I hated this movie. Like, I hated this remake. The Trip actually made my top 10. What year was that The Trip came out? It was like 2021, 22 or something like that. And this is the remake of that film. But it literally made my top 10 that year. And so I wasn't going in thinking, it's not going to have any. It's just, dude, I didn't like this at all, man. It's got a crazy cast too. Like it's got Jason Segel in it, Juliette Lewis, Timothy Olyphant's in it, Samara Weaving. Like there's so many fucking names in this film, and like there's a few others. And I'm like, okay. And right away, I was thinking to myself, like, Jason Segel's in this film. This is such a weird role for him. He's not horrible in it, but it's just, I don't know, man. It feels very much like the first one, just not as good, or the original.
I watched that Netflix movie too that everybody seems to be shitting on, The Last House. That movie was fucking terrible.
Fuck, I was actually going to watch that the other night, and I was like, man, I even thought to myself, like, this is going to turn out shitty.
It's fucking bad, dude. Oh, man, dude. Someone must have walked into this pitch for me and was like, you guys remember Bird Box? Okay, but what if we did it, like, opposite?
I watched that that new movie Nightborn that was on Shudder.
I tried to get.
It's got the dude from the Harry Potter movies, like the ginger kid.
Oh yeah. I saw people
Rupert Grint
about this movie. Yeah, that guy. I don't know why he's just funny to me, so I'll watch it.
I did not like it. It's not a bad like it's not like it's well made. I just really did not like the movie. But if you're gonna watch it, I won't say anything about it. But he's pretty good in it. Actually, at first I didn't realize it was him, and then he started talking like he's doing like more of like I think he's doing American. I can't remember. Yeah. But all of a sudden I was like, is that the dude from Harry Potter? So I looked it up. I'm like, oh fuck, it is, because he's got a beard and he's older and shit. You know? Yeah. So he looked a little bit different, but yeah.
Can't be Ron Weasley forever.
No, yeah. That's what his name is. I've watched Harry Potter movies since I watched them when they came out. Like I never read the books, but
I've only seen like the first 3.
Yeah.
I've seen them all. I think the beginning of the year, we actually tried watching them all. And after the 5th one, we thought that one was so bad that we tapped out.
Yeah, fuck, it's been a while. Don't remember. But I don't know. I mean, 2026, I feel like I'm enjoying it more than last year up to this point. But it's literally just hit and miss.
Yeah, I don't think this year's been too bad.
Yeah,
this year's been all right. I don't really have huge complaints about this year. I definitely already see some pretty good movies this year.
I think Insidious opens this week. The new one. This is gonna be the 6th one. Yeah.
Yep. We really haven't gotten into like heavy hitting horror.
Damn, we should have did that franchise one day.
Well, I mean, they keep putting them out.
Yeah, after
that's true.
I mean,
I think they said this is the last one for a while.
They said that like 3 times.
I feel we never seem to do, the franchise roundup shows. So there's so many movies that we need to catch up on. We should literally just do a roundup show and do like 10-minute reviews of all the movies and just be like, we did it. We got them all, man. We'll do like a rapid fire, like dub thing.
Yeah.
There's so fucking many, dude. I feel like that's kind of stupid though. If we did all the franchises, we should give the later sequels some love, I guess. But it is getting out of control. There's so fucking many. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot. So, yeah. Anyways, yeah. I mean, it's we're vastly getting to the end of summer. How's your summers been going? You guys do anything this summer besides JP? Apparently he moved for like 2 months because he didn't say. It was funny. I didn't realize JP was so MIA in the chat because I was too. I didn't say anything in there for like, I swear, like 2 months too.
Well, you were like, your thing was deactivated. Because then we noticed because we were trying to like schedule Simba. Oh no, I noticed because I tried to like tag you the day Darren Radish got traded and you were just gone.
Yeah,
or got signed.
Yeah, there was that time, and then I came back in for a couple minutes and then didn't say anything for a while. But it seemed like no one was really talking in there. It's summertime. It is what it is. But
that's the thing.
Yeah, I took a big break from like chats and stuff like that, and just had a lot going on. And then also, I mean, I didn't really do too much this summer, besides just like work and get like. I mean, we went there was a Gross Fest like a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Carly was actually.
You guys did a couple conventions, right?
Cool. Yeah, and then what else did we have the drive-in Monsterama this year too, which that is in September. I'm pretty excited about that. I don't know. I don't think the lineup was out the last time we recorded, so I guess I'll tell you guys what the lineup is this year. I know that I usually mention that. So I think it's a pretty good lineup this year. It's been a little mediocre the last couple. So Friday night, we got Hellraiser starting it off. Which the only thing that I hate about this is I have like a bucket list of movies I want to see on the big screen. And like sometimes I'll have a movie like Hellraiser and I'll finally get to see it, and then it'll show like 2 more times like immediately after that, like other events. Because I just saw Hellraiser, which was on my bucket list. I think like last February they did a screening somewhere. So Hellraiser will now be my second time watching it. Phantasm, which is pretty cool because Reggie.
Nice.
Which the very first one that I went to back in 2013, they showed Phantasm. So kind of full circle moment. Prom Night, which I have seen before as well. And Hello, Mary Lou Prom Night 2, which I've never seen on the big screen, nor have I seen it in general.
Wow.
I've never seen that movie. So
better than the first one.
Excited for that one. So that's Friday night. Saturday night, we got The Exorcist, which I've only seen once on the big screen, and it was a phenomenal experience. So I'm looking forward to the second time seeing it. That was in a theater. This is at a drive-in. The Shining, which is like this will be like the third or fourth time I've seen it, so not really. That's probably my least favorite of the lineup. And then Scream Bloody Murder, which I've never seen. I don't think.
Scream Bloody Murder, really?
And then the final movie is probably the only chance I'll ever have in my entire life to see this on the big screen. Fucking Gargoyles from 1972.
Dude, what? So the first bunch of movies are like all these big ass fucking horror films, and the last couple are like, what the fuck?
Well, I think what it is so when this
those effects are gonna look so awesome on the big screen.
I know. When this event started out, it started as like drive-in movies, you know what I mean? Stuff from the 50s, 60s, 70s that were just like, you know, like bottom of the barrel like shit. You know what I mean? Stuff that not classics, right? So I think they still try to hold on to that like vibe a lot of times, especially towards the end of the event.
Right.
Cuz like every once in a while they'll do like, you know, just more like schlocky stuff. Like the first time I went, there was a lot of like Nashi films and stuff like that, and like the Ghost Galleon and stuff like that. Just like drive-in, like not really classics. Now those films are more known, but and then they started doing like more 80s stuff in the April shows, and now that's just sort of a mixed match. They did a Giallo one a couple years ago where it was like all Italian stuff. But pretty cool lineup. I'm pretty excited about it. That's September 25th and 26th.
Are these prints or is it like digital?
They used to do prints, but lately they've done digital at this particular drive-in. So I would probably guess mostly digital, but they do tend to use like the new 4Ks and stuff. Like I wouldn't be surprised if both of those prom nights are 4K scans. Because like sometimes I'll actually see the scan before that release comes out. Like they've done that a few times where they'll show like a 4K scan of something of a film that's about to be released on 4K.
Nice.
But yeah, pretty excited about that. What else did I do this summer? I went to like Kennywood the other weekend. But yeah, I've actually been I took a big break from movies too. Like I really wasn't watching anything, but over the last couple weeks, I've kind of ramped it up. Me and Carly, with Carly here, it's actually been more. I've been watching more movies. Usually like after work, we'll watch at least one or two. Which she's been hating the stuff I've been putting on. So
you watching like 2004 stuff mostly?
What do you mean? She didn't love that. Like, she didn't love that Agfa double feature.
No, like the Agfa. I made her watch Van Helsing, which she hates, like CGI heavy, like fucking action type shit, which I don't even like either. But Van Helsing.
That movie.
I think I watched Resident Evil Apocalypse last night.
Dude, watch the good movies. I mean, if you can find it.
Where are they? I've been looking for them. I don't fucking see very many.
Well, I mean, really, you're not going to find it with fucking.
Dude, mainstream movies
Van
were
Helsing.
fucking shit dog this in 2004 for the most part.
Yeah.
It was actually funny though because
start watching the Asian films and stuff. Maybe you might find something in there that you like.
I've been putting off the Asian stuff so much. I watched a couple, but I've been putting it off because everybody keeps saying that this year isn't really that even strong for Asian stuff. And
actually, isn't. I'm over 30 for 2004, and like there's a handful of like keepers. You know,
the one
nothing horrible. But
the one I've watched so far that I think is the best one, like might not even make my list in a good year.
Well, we did a couple of them too. We did Infection and
Premonition.
Those
are two of actually
the two Locker movies.
Those are two of the better Asian movies, honestly.
Honestly, the two that we did, the Locker movies are probably lower tier for sure.
Yeah, those are just like
we liked both of the double feature one.
Yeah, those are two of the stronger ones.
Yeah, the Premonition and those were pretty good. Those are solid. Yeah.
There's the obvious ones, but past the obvious ones, there's just a lot of like indistinguishable slop.
Yeah.
Like at the end of this, I'm gonna look at my list and have like 40 Asian movies on it, and not be able to tell 30 of them apart.
Jim, you watched Godzilla Final Wars, right?
Yeah.
That movie's fun.
I watched that one a while back and just forgot to log it.
That one's fun.
Yeah.
I will say one of the I really like Witchboard. Face is pretty cool. Our Point is pretty cool too. I can see people liking Black Kiss. Black Kiss is actually really interesting. I think Tyler would really like Black Kiss.
Black Kiss.
Yeah.
Either of you guys watch Nina?
Which one?
Nina.
Yeah.
You should watch that. It's only like 80 minutes long. It's kind of low budget, but it's like an Alice Kills. I think people would like it.
Dude, we got it. Like, I ended up when I watched Resident Evil last night, Apocalypse. I literally was like too lazy to change the Tubi. I have the fucking 4K box set and I watched it on Tubi.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Well, the main reason is I don't have a 4K TV in the living room right now. I just have it in my like movie room. So
you don't watch movies in this room you're in right now?
Right now?
Yeah. Is that not where you usually watch movies? Is like in the
I usually watch them in here, but if we're both watching them, it's in the living room. So I don't have a 4K TV out there. That's something I need to buy. I've only had one because I'm the only one that ever really used it. So that's why I watched it on Tubi. But it's just funny that I have the fucking Resident Evil 4K box set. I actually got that as a screener, I think, which is crazy.
Shit.
Back when I was getting that stuff. But I ended up like Resident Evil 3 Extinction just played right after it, and I didn't feel like changing it, so I watched that whole thing until like 3 a.m.
Didn't you have your remote like 2 inches from where your leg is?
Yeah, I just let it go though.
Dude, that is the epitome of lazy.
Well, I was just like, I guess I'll watch part 3. I've seen it before. And then it started playing part 1. I was like, I'm done. I'm not going backwards now. But that's a franchise show and a half that you'll probably hate doing.
I watched the first one and I hated it. I've never seen past the first one.
Actually, the second one is the best one.
I've seen the first 2, and I do remember liking the second.
Is that Apocalypse?
Yeah, that's
okay.
2004. It's the best. It's the best in the series.
I mean, I am gonna watch it because I have seen the first one, but
yeah. But there's a new one coming out.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's Zach Kreger directed that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It actually looks kind of interesting. Not like a Resident Evil movie though. It doesn't look like that at all. But
yeah, because that was the thing that some people weren't hot on because he basically said it's like a name only movie.
Yeah, he said that he wanted to make a movie like set within the world of Resident Evil that is more about the feeling you got when playing the game than actually what the game was about.
Yeah.
So we'll see if that works. But yeah, that would be, I think, what is there like 5 original movies and then that one remake and then this new remake. And then I think there might be like an animated or 2. So
yeah,
it's a pretty big franchise.
Right. Ugh, I don't know. That's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. Maybe we'll do it one day.
Well, it sounds like it's another franchise that just keeps going and going and going. We got all these Energizer fucking bunny franchises right now.
I know.
They keep going, man. It's crazy. Like,
can't get an Elm Street or Friday to save our fucking.
Oh, actually,
lives.
Speaking of Elm Street, or is that just fake ass news? No, I read it on fucking Bloody Disgusting.
I think it was real.
I read it on Bloody
news.
Disgusting. I'm pretty sure Bloody Disgusting doesn't post fake ass news. So
not anymore. They used to. But like back in the day.
They've definitely got. No,
they're pretty legit. Like I know they get a lot of hate and stuff like that because they're like the corporate like big wig of the horror scope and stuff. But they're a good.
No, but they actually post relevant shit and like
they're reliable.
Yeah, they're reliable for the up to date news and stuff like that. So, but no, I kind of caught wind and I read into it a little bit and stuff. There's not a lot of information on it, but it does sound like there possibly is a Nightmare on Elm Street film in production right now. I think What's it? 2 of them?
Yeah, you didn't see that. So there's
No.
one. There was one that is being done like legit, like that was announced a while back. And then there's one. It's like very weird situation.
Is it an international one or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it reminds me of like what they like the Child's Play series. How there was like 2 of them going on at the same time.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Let me see if I can find it where that article was.
The good old rights thing, right? So yeah, because international rights are different from we call this local, I guess, but
so apparently there's one being done. The Craven estate has the domestic rights to Craven's original Elm Street screenplay. Warner Brothers and New Line actually retained the international rights. So Paramount is working on. I don't know. This is confusing, bro. It seems like there's 2 fucking studios trying to make a Nightmare on Elm Street movie right now.
I don't really understand like how that's going to work though. Like, how do we go from having no Nightmare on Elm Street film for 16 years to 2?
Magic.
How's that going to work? So is one...
I don't even understand what they mean. Like, one studio is trying to... Because I think it has to do with the Warner Brothers Paramount like merger that's supposed to happen.
Okay.
So,
like, is one going to be canon and then one's like a spin-off, or what are we doing here?
No, I think that like I think how it works is, let me just fucking read the article, dude.
Okay.
Things have gotten more interesting since he made those comments. We recently learned that Paramount has joined forces with the Craven estate to make the new Nightmare on Elm Street. So it's Paramount that is with the Craven estate that is trying to make like the rebooted Nightmare on Elm Street officially.
Right.
But then Warner Brothers / New Line retains the international rights to Nightmare on Elm Street.
Okay, yeah.
And Warner Brothers is actively developing their own Nightmare on Elm Street movie to compete with the announced Paramount project. But keep in mind that these studios are actually going to merge at one point, I think, because Paramount is buying.
So when you say international, are they not still going to be American productions?
Yeah, but I think they're just going to be like, what they say here is,
see, that's what I was confused about, the whole international. I was like, what do you mean international?
With knowledge of the matter think Paramount figured that by the time their movie got underway, the Warner Paramount deal would have closed, and Warner's would be compelled to release the Paramount version overseas. But the Warners didn't care for that plan. Now they're looking to make their own movie, which they can only distribute overseas. Which they're in talks with Lee Cronin to produce, write, and direct. It sounds like somebody at Warner Brothers is trying to, like, before the merger happens, like, basically just like cash grab, make an Elm Street movie, and release it overseas. But like, what does overseas mean? Does that mean like literally anywhere outside the United States? Yeah.
So like, it's not going to, so that just means it can't be shown here until someone picks up the physical media rights. Is that what that's implying? Because it obviously you can't show it in theaters if it's an international property. I don't know. I don't get that.
I highly doubt that that's actually going to happen. I
just feel like once they merge, they're going to be like, now we got to compete, and they're going to be like, nah, we're not going to make any Elm Street films.
The only thing that might happen is that it is made and gets like caught up in like legal red tape and then never gets released. Which
exactly. It'll sit on the shelf for another 16 years and fuck.
Yeah,
I don't know. I just don't understand how we can go from such a fucking hiatus of Elm Street to like 2, and we can't even figure out what's going on. Like it feels illogic to me, and it feels like a cash grab. It kind of feels like, remember the whole thing with the Hellraiser where they kept making them just to keep the rights.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it kind of feels like. But they're merging, so that really doesn't make any sense. So I don't really know. I'm confused about the international rights, like how that actually works.
Yeah, it sounds ridiculous, but I don't like Lee Cronin as a choice.
Yeah,
I'll tell you that.
He's hot right now. Like he's hot, man. He just did the Mummy film and his other shit. So
I just don't think that I mean, I loved Evil Dead Rise, but
yeah, the Evil Dead movies and shit.
I just don't think that like those are too polished for Elm Street, I feel.
Yeah, who would you put at the helm?
Honestly, dude, I would do one of these fucking new kids. Honestly, one of these new fucking the guy that did Backrooms or something. One of these new fucking YouTube,
one of these new hot shots.
I like Backrooms, but I don't know.
Give it to those Talk to Me and Bring Her Back.
Those guys. That's a good choice. Yeah, those guys. Like just that. Those guys actually is a pretty good choice because they would probably make it fucked up and dark.
Yeah, like they're not afraid to get mean. They actually would be a good choice.
Yeah. Yeah, I pray that they don't like try to appease everyone. That's the thing with this in Elm Street movie. I feel like that's what the last remake did, where they tried to like make it for new audiences, but had to have like things that were callbacks to the original, but they fucked them all up and made them worse. Yeah. And like it's just do something, but don't worry about like have it like, oh well, we have to have a couple funny moments because like that's what Freddy's known for and stuff. Like, I don't know. Like, dude, Freddy is fucking writes itself, dude. Like that's the thing that's so fucked up about it. The only it's problem, so easy to make a Freddy movie if you have the money to do it.
Yeah, I mean, the problem is with the Freddy, the idea of Freddy right now, it's been so far removed. I mean, we had this remake, which was, a fucking remake of the original story. We're at that point again. We're so many years later. We're in a different generation. They're just going to redo that story. Most likely. It's going to be another actual remake. It's not going to be, I mean, we have two, maybe someone's going to put one in the canon. I have no idea. But the last thing I really want to see is another fucking dude trying to play fucking Freddy doing the original story. It's just something I really don't care to see. You know what I mean?
I'm with you on that. Like, I think you take the concept of the original story, kids on Elm Street type thing, but like, don't like just do the same like beat for beat thing where it's like Nancy and this person and you know what I mean? Because like if you look at all the Elm Street films, it's basically kids on Elm Street. Yeah. So like you can do other stories with that.
Right.
You don't have to do the like that. Like, or you just do like a straight up like Dream Warriors thing, like a hospital setting. Like that's pretty cool too. But I don't know. Do you lean more into the backstory a little bit? Like, do you make that more of the movie?
I mean, that's the problem because I think if you lean too far into the backstory, you kind of run the risk of redoing the story. You know what I mean? Like if it feels way too familiar, then it might not. I mean, but then again, it's.
I mean, but you kind of have to have. I mean, you pretty much have to have the backstory.
You do. So like
unless you change that, I mean, maybe you change that, but I feel like it's so integral to the character.
Yeah, I mean, that's what makes Freddy so fucking scary because he is a child killer.
Yeah,
you have to keep
the parents of Springwood,
right? You have to keep him as a child killer because that's the whole actual premise. But I mean, it is kind of tough when you really think about it. If you keep that core narrative, how do you not just like redo the movie? You know what I mean? It's like maybe you keep him, maybe you don't. I mean, that would be so fucking stupid if you didn't have him in the dream world.
Yeah.
Or do you do maybe
they do a Freddy story where he's a child killer, but I mean that's the best thing about Nightmare on Elm Street is literally the dreams. Right. The dream logic of it. That's literally the best thing. So
whoever does it, I want them to lean heavy into the dreams.
Yeah. I'm sure he could work some out. I don't know. I just don't want to see a rehash. Same fucking story.
I just don't want to see like how the last.
I mean verbatim,
was just Elm Street. Like it was just Nancy and her Tina, and it was like it was just too much of the same. But
that's what I mean. I just want to see verbatim. Like you can do it, but just the problem is redoing all these iconic scenes and stuff, and then we're gonna throw back and let the new fan base know this is where it comes from, kind of thing. And
I don't want people. I don't want whoever does it to be like afraid. Like, do the Rob Zombie approach where you really like change stuff up.
So they get all filthy mouth and just start talking
No,
like
not
trailer
necessarily
park trash.
that. I'm just saying like.
That would be fucking amazing, dude.
That would.
Could you imagine it was set in the whole movie set in a trailer park? Like it's Nightmare on Elm Street, but it's like a trailer park.
Let's set it in the hood.
Why that's so funny.
That's what I was just gonna say, dude. Set it in the fucking hood.
In the hood would be, yeah.
I just don't even know what a hood today looks like.
You know what's actually kind of funny? Because like most people know that there's pretty much an Elm Street in like every city, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Elm Street that's in my town is kind of in the hood, but it's like it's weird though because it's actually a really nice street in the middle of the hood. It's so weird. It's really strange. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'll obviously watch any Elm Street that comes out. Yeah, I mean, I'm just really curious. Like I said, I just don't want to see a straight up rehash of the original. But I mean, if there's two, I mean, you swing and miss on one, we got the other one to fall back on, right? Possibly.
Yeah. Split the odds.
The glass is half full, I guess, right? So, is it though?
Is it? It might be.
I mean, after watching a new Evil Dead movie, I'm just like, Jesus Christ.
I just never have expectations for these things. So,
I mean, it wasn't Lee Cronin. I mean, I think he produced the new one, probably. He didn't direct it. And you can tell.
Yeah, he made that Mummy movie that was much, much better.
I actually liked it. A lot of people shit on it, but I actually kind of liked it.
I haven't seen it. But I heard pretty negative things about it.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me one bit. I'm not sure really. I don't know if people are expecting like an actual Mummy movie. They totally didn't get that, but maybe
apparently it's more of an Evil Dead movie.
It is. It's set in the same world, and it feels like an evil. It's funny because the Mummy movie feels more like an Evil Dead film than the new Evil Dead Burn does. For fuck's sakes, it's kind of funny. But yeah.
Holy shit! I forgot this movie's fucking over 2 hours. Oh my god.
And did you guys see all these? Did you guys see all these these Rotten Tomato lists, like the 100 best '90s horror movies and shit like that?
No, I never see stuff like that.
Yeah, it was weird. The other day I was fucking searching something. I don't know why this random thing came up, and I was like, really? And I'm pretty sure that these lists must be ranked by
Tomato Meter.
Yeah, by the Tomato Meter. It has to be. So it's really interesting because then it's not like an objective. It's literally just based on how the ratings.
It's not a subjective list.
Subjective list. Yeah. So this one would just be based on how the ratings fell and after all the ratings.
List.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a man. I was like looking this up and
you're gonna read it.
There's a bunch. Okay. Well, the one that I found was the best I hate that term. The best 90s horror movies. But of course, these are ratings that are given by subjective opinions. But okay, so number 100 here is Candyman Farewell to the Flesh. So that's Candyman Part 2. This is the 90s, folks. So
I actually like Candyman Part 2 a good bit.
I don't hate it.
Yeah. I don't mind it. Okay, so number 99, Stigmata from 1999. Oh, and I'll tell you actually, this is actually kind of funny. So number 100, Candyman is at 21%. So that's rotten.
21 rotten, yeah.
Yeah, so like it starts at 21%. I wonder when they get fresh. That's an interesting thing, man.
I don't know. We're about to find out.
Okay, Stigmata, 22%. Number 99. So number 98 is Dr. Giggles with 23%. Number 97 is The Rage Carry 2 with 23. Oh my God, seriously, number 90. I haven't looked at this list actually. I'm like not looking at this. Number 96 is Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare with 23%. It's funny, we're just talking about Freddy. Number 95, Hellraiser Bloodline with 24%. 94, The Guardian, 25%. Wow, really? I like the Guardian. I know a lot of people don't like it, but obviously it's like 75% of people apparently don't. But number 93 is The Good Son we were just.
I'm actually surprised that people don't like that one.
Yeah,
it seems like one they would like.
It's pretty good. 26%. Shit. Number 92. Wow, we just covered this franchise too. The Wishmaster with 26%.
Like Wishmaster 1?
Yeah. 26%. That's a lot of hate on that one.
I wonder if these reviews, I wonder if they're old reviews. Yeah, these are, so the reviews that are combined on this one, 2000. So 2 of the reviews are from the year 2000.
Shit. So why the fuck would this thing, like, when did they post this list?
It probably just like has an all time like
I think it's probably just like an all time. It's always there and changes.
Right.
But I know that like the thing I do kind of like about Rotten Tomatoes is they take like critic reviews that were like published. You know what I mean? So it's like kind of a beat on like what like mainstream critics feel.
Right. Number 91 is Sleepwalkers with 32%. So we jumped from 26 to 32. Oh, shit. Oh, this is weird. Okay, number 90 is Children of the Corn 2, The Final Sacrifice with 30%. So this isn't...
The fact that this is so high is amazing to me.
But it went from 32 to 30.
Oh.
Maybe it changed since the list was...
Yeah, maybe it changed.
Oh, possibly. Okay. Right. Totally. Number 89 is Urban Legend with 31%. 88, House on Haunted Hill Remake, 31%. 87, Evil Tunes. 1991 with 33%. That's awesome. Dude, that's fucking hilarious. Number 86, holy shit, dude. Leprechaun from 93, 35%. Damn.
Come on.
You're shitting on Levy, man.
Leprechaun.
85, Needful Things, 33%. So some of these have went up and down, I guess. 84, Disturbing Behavior, 36%. Number 83, wow, Event Horizon with 36%. That's crazy, man. I actually really like that movie. Huh.
Yeah, the movie's, I think, pretty favorable.
It's pretty good, yeah. I think most people like it.
That's what I mean in horror. The movie's pretty favorable, I'd say.
Wow, that one seems a little high on the list, or yeah, I guess it'd be high, right? Yeah. Number 82 is Body Parts, 37% from 91. 81, Popcorn, 43%. Ooh, we're getting higher here. Number 80,
lower again.
Hellraiser 3, Hell on Earth, 39. Whoa, that one dropped. What the fuck? Okay, 79, we have Anaconda with 41%. Interesting. 78, Species, 42%. I like Species. Oh, wow, this is crazy. 77, Alien 3 with 43%. I'm surprised it's even that high percentage, man. Alien 3 is pretty bad.
Yeah.
Number 76.
It went down on my last viewing.
Yeah. Okay. Number 76, Tales from the Crypt. Demon Knight, 45%.
This is like the first legitimately great movie on here.
Yeah, that's bullshit, man. 45%. We're still not even fresh, by the way, people. 75, Tales from the Dark Side, the movie, 50%. Oh, we're at 50. What is fresh? 60%? I can't remember.
60,
I don't know. We'll find out.
74, Child's Play 2 with 53%. That one is universally loved. It's universally loved, and a lot of people actually deem that one as their favorite in the franchise. A lot of the times, it's interesting.
It's my favorite.
Number 73, we got Bride of Chucky with 47%. So we went from 53 to 47. So that movie's been shit in the bed lately.
Back-to-back Chucky movies.
That's crazy. What the fuck? Number 72 is I Know What You Did Last Summer with 47. Wow. 71.
Man, Child's Play should be up. Child's Play 2 needs to be bumped up a few notches.
Yeah, this is crazy. Flatliners with 50%.
I hate that movie.
Number 70 is Ravenous. 52%.
The movie's good.
Yeah, it is good.
The movie is good.
69, Lord of Illusions, 54%.
This movie's ass.
68, At Pupil, 54%. Interesting.
I really like this movie. I know that one's kind of a mix. I don't know how much you really like this one, but I really like this one.
It's definitely a left field story for Stephen King, for sure.
I read the book like last year or the year before. It was pretty good. I've never seen the movie though.
Yeah, it reads really good, actually.
The book is amazing. I like it's really hard to beat the book. But this movie, I think, is a pretty faithful adaptation. It's like Brad Renfro plays the kid.
Right.
He was really good when he was really good in the 90s. And then Ian McClellan plays the Nazi.
Right.
So it's pretty good. It's a pretty good matchup.
67, we got Halloween H2O, 54%. 66, Nightbreed with 56%. Holy shit. Number 65, we got Alien Resurrection with 55%. I'm surprised it actually has 55%. That's fucking wild to me. That's a movie I think that would have like 22 or something. Number 64, The Craft, 59%. Wow. More people seem to like that movie. I don't really care for it, but
I love it.
People love it. I know. I think it's kind of got a low rating on here actually because number 63, we got Night of the Living Dead, 58%. What the fuck? What is going on here?
I love that movie.
Yeah, that's a good remake. Number 60. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, number 62, Snow White: A Tale of Terror, with 58%.
That's another show we should do. Grim Fairy Tales.
Yeah, I know. You know what's fucking weird? I just ordered this like a couple weeks ago. I'm not even joking. It's crazy. I was trying to seek out 90s films. Okay, so that's interesting. Number 61 is Return to Living Dead 3, 58%. Fuck, we are still not fresh. Number 60, The Dark Half, 55%. So that went down. Oh, here we go. 59.
Fresh.
The Exorcist 3. It took to 59 to get a fresh film. Exorcist 3 was 60%.
Woo!
So it is 60%.
I've never seen it.
It's so good. It's such a good movie.
I've been holding off till we eventually do the franchise.
Oh God, I just watched The Exorcist, like the first, like the prequel. Oh,
yeah, fuck. I've turned it on like 3 or 4 times in the past like 2 weeks and like didn't watch any of it.
It's not the worst thing I've ever seen in my life, but it's not.
I've seen it before. I actually saw that in the theater.
Wow, crazy.
I remember it not being very good.
No, it's not. Number 58, we got Death Becomes Her, 58%.
Back to rotten.
Naturally. Number 57, we got The Faculty with 57%. What the fuck?
That's bad.
Number 56, we got Casper. Casper's on the list. Like,
Casper's good shit.
Like the Christina Ricci, Bill Pullman film. That's amazing. I actually love Casper. It's great. I have the Blu-ray because I'm a geek. Number 55, we got Blade with 59%. Shit. Not even fresh.
Blade.
Ooh, 54, Colobus with 60%. It's fresh.
What
Interesting.
movie?
Colobus.
I have no idea what that is.
It's a film actually that I used to praise for years and years and years. And then Arrow randomly dropped a Blu-ray and then everyone was like, what the fuck is Colobus? It's good.
Yeah. No idea.
I had 2 DVDs of it actually before that came out. But number 53, we got Tales from the Hood with 60%. That's pretty low.
At least they got that one right.
Yeah, at least it's fresh. Number 50, this is bullshit. Number 52, In the Mouth of Madness at 61%. This movie's way better than that.
There's another one who passed away while we were on break. Rest in peace, Sam Neill.
Right, we forgot about Sam Neill. Yeah, rest in peace to Sam Neill. Fuck, that's crazy. Shit. 51, we have Cube with 61%. Number 50, Wolf, 62%. Number 49, we got Maniac Cop 2, 64%. Wow, that's crazy. Maniac Cop 2, that's fucking wild. Number 48, we got Two Evil Eyes with 63%. 47, Cemetery Man, 63%. Okay.
I'm actually shocked that even has a fresh rating. Seems like something the critics wouldn't like.
Right.
Yeah, I've showed that to normies, and overwhelmingly they have not liked that movie.
Oh, it's so good, man! It's incredible.
This is, I think, the barrier that they all like. A lot of them have is they've just never seen Italian movies. So
here's a shocker.
Number 46, Tremors 2: Aftershocks, 64%.
That's crazy. That's like a direct-to-video sequel.
Yeah, that's wild. I mean, it's good though. It's a really good sequel.
I love it. I think it's a great sequel.
Yeah. Number 45, we got Nausea from 71%. Oh, fuck. We jumped from 64 to 71%.
Holy shit.
No, we jump back to 64.
Yeah, I'll say it'll probably come back down.
Okay, so this one must be getting some love or whatever. Number 44, we got Raising Cain with 64%. 43, Frankenhooker with 61%. That's awesome.
Damn.
42, we got Cannibal the Musical, 65%. Shit.
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy. It's at 65%. Cannibal the Musical.
Also, yeah, for real. Some low budget, like, bad taste comedy. That's amazing.
That's amazing.
It's
It really
also a musical.
It's crazy. 41, we got The Frighteners at 65%. Number 40, we got Interview with the Vampire, 66%. I'm surprised that's actually that low. Wow. Yeah. That's interesting. 39,
People love that Tom Cruise guy.
Yeah. Devil's Advocate, 65%. Number 39. Number 38, we got From Dusk Till Dawn, 65%.
Okay, this next one is very weird.
37, Sometimes They Come Back at 45%.
45%.
What the hell just happened here?
I don't know.
Okay, that makes no sense. 36, People Under the Stairs, 67%, back in the 60s. 35, we got Mimic with 68%.
Oh.
Ooh, 34, Stephen King's It, 70%. Shit. 33, Body Snatchers, 70%. Holy fuck. Really? Wow, that's got a really high rating on here. Interesting. Huh. 32, Lost Highway, 70%. Number 31, Army of Darkness, 68. Oh, wow, this is crazy. Number 30, Bram Stoker's Dracula, 69%. I actually would have thought that would have been higher.
This next one is totally redeems my opinion.
Wow, this is nuts. 29, The Stendhal Syndrome, 70%. Jesus Christ.
And then a lot of critics are smart, man.
Number 28, Stir of Echoes, 70%. I don't know. That kind of... Oh, this is the movie I was talking about earlier. Number 27, Beloved, with 72%. It's got Oprah in it and Danny Glover.
Oh yeah, that's a Jonathan Demme movie.
That was the one I was thinking of. Yeah, that's when okay. Number 26, Sleepy Hollow, 71%. Wow, that's pretty fucking high. Number 25, Gremlins 2, 71%. That's crazy to me.
The new batch.
I'm surprised that's that high. Number 24, Jacob's Ladder, 71%. I can see that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Number 23, Body Bag, 73%. Shit. That's pretty wild, actually.
That's really high for that movie.
It does seem really high, doesn't it? Number 22, Funny Games, 73%. Oh, this is interesting. Number 21, Habit, 76%. The Larry Fessenden film.
That's wild.
Yeah,
that is pretty wild.
It's crazy. Well, this is even wilder. Number 20, Poison from 1991, 80%.
Okay, so this is the thing. Now,
That's
like, you're getting into movies
wild.
that only a niche audience has seen, and the niche audience is seeing the movie is going to like it. That's what you're getting now. Because there's no, like, if you showed Poison to 100 people, fucking 10 of them would like it.
Well, apparently 8 out of 10 liked it.
That's what I'm saying. But like the people like going on and writing and like rating this movie on Rotten Tomatoes are 8 out of the 10. It's just like it's such a niche movie that only niche people are seeing it, and those are the people that are going to like it.
I love the synopsis that's written here. It says 3 stories: hero, about a boy who kills his father; horror, black and white, sci-fi; and homo, set in prison.
Oh, no. Like, I like Poison.
This is literally what it reads. Dude, that's fucking hilarious. But it's not wrong about that part. Poison's pretty cool. Actually, Kino put out that, but yeah, it's very interesting. It's so high on here. It's nuts. Yeah. Wow. Number 19, we got Mute Witness with 85%. What the fuck? It must have just got new eyes with the new the new Arrow Blu-ray. Yeah, that's crazy. Number 18, we got Basket Case 2 with 86%.
Bro, fucking Henenlot got 2 in the top 100.
Yeah, 2 in the top like 40.
Think about that. 86% on Basket Case. That's fucking hilarious, man. Wow. Dude, oh, this is bizarre. Number 17, Cape Fear with 77%. You mean to tell me Basket Case?
Basket Case would be, let's actually see where it would have placed. Keep going.
Okay, so number 16, Wes Craven's New Nightmare with 78%. These are all over the place now. Okay.
Basket Case beats it.
Scream number 15, Scream 78%. Only 78% on Scream.
Basket Case beats it.
Number 14, Candyman, 79%. That's interesting.
Basket Case beats it.
Number 13, Audition, 81%. Shit. Number 12,
Basket Case
Scream
beats it.
2, 83%. You mean to tell me that
also Basket Case beats it?
Scream has 5%. Or Scream 2 has 5%. Okay. Number 11, 7, 84%.
Basket Case beats it.
Number 10, The Sixth Sense, 86%.
Basket Case ties it.
Number 9, The Blair Witch Project, 86%.
Ties it. So Basket Case 2 could theoretically be the 8th best horror film of the 90s.
Yeah, it's definitely like tied in the top 10. Okay. Number 8, we got Chronos, 88%. Number 7, Dead Alive, 89%. Number 6, Tremors, 88%. Then we got number 5, Misery, 86%. Wow, shit.
Which is just as good as Basket Case 2.
That's crazy. Number 4, dude. Number 4, Arachnophobia, 94%.
I've seen that before. I've seen Arachnophobia rank like really high in like these like critic like ratings. And like it's good, but like it's kind of surprising.
It's pretty good. I like it. Number 3, Cure, 94%. The Kurosawa film. Number 2, Silence of the Lambs, 95%. And then your number 1 film, what the really? Number 1 is Ringu, 98%.
Wow, it's crazy.
So there's actually not a lot of films in the 90%, man. Like there's maybe 10, if that.
Ugh.
Not even. Like the top 10 isn't even made up of 90% or above. So wow. Ringu, apparently, according to the critics, is the best film of the 90s, horror film.
Yeah.
I can think of a million film. Well, not a million, not top man, but lots that aren't on that list, though, that I like. But what do I know? I'm not a critic. I don't know shit. So
yeah. So your opinion doesn't matter.
It does not matter. It does not matter at all. So, anyways, we should probably move on here from the intro, since that just kind of came out of left field, but I thought that was funny. There's other lists. There's like the top 180s one, and I just looked and there was like a top 200, which,
Jesus.
So, but anyways, intro over. We'll be back here momentarily with the It's Alive
Box
franchise.
Office Brawl.
Are we going to do Box Office Brawl?
Yeah.
Okay.
We have to.
All right. So we'll do some Box Office Brawl here.
We'll do a quick one.
Yeah.
Let's get ready to rumble!
All right. So let's get into some Box Office Brawl.
All right. So just to recap from the last time we recorded, we had 3 movies. We should have been picking over the summer, but I just got lazy. We had 3 films: Hokum, Mortal Kombat 2, and Obsession. That's how long ago that was.
Wow.
We all got 1 point. So Hokum made $6 million opening. Tyler got that with 3.9. Mortal Kombat made 38. Moodz got closest with 34. And then Obsession, I won, which made 17. I guess 9.
What were our picks on that?
You picked 5.1 and Tyler picked 8.
Damn, dude, we were way off.
So
I don't think anyone could have predicted the momentum that movie got.
That movie blew the fuck up, man.
Yeah,
dude, that movie is still in theaters.
I was so happy.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Second week where the box score on this went up, and then the Backrooms came out, and they were just like the 2 high. Like they were the 2 top movies of the box office.
Well, Backrooms did better the second week, right?
No, they declined, but Obsession did better like the second and third week.
Right. Oh, it was Obsession now.
Yeah, pretty fucking crazy. And it almost did better the 4th week too. It only dropped 7% on the 4th week.
Absurd.
Yeah. It literally made 263 million in the US, 495 million worldwide. $500 million, dude. It's insane.
Movie made for under $1 million.
Yeah. Insane.
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
And you know what too? After like watching it, I totally could see how that it like taps into like modern age kids too.
I just felt like the way he directed a lot of conversations and the way he chose to present things and the choices were just like very impressive, like beyond his years.
Yeah, that dude's going places. Let's see what he does with Chainsaw. So yeah, the score is Moodz 7, Tyler 6, me 5. We got through. Yep.
Oh damn, I'm losing now.
Yep. Well, you were losing before this. You're just still losing.
I was in the lead for a lot of the year.
You were, yeah. Moodz took the lead. I think the last episode. So we got 3 films to pick this week. These are wide. 2 of them come out this week, and then the other one comes out the following week, which we wouldn't be doing a show for, so I figured we'd throw it in there. So the first film is probably one of the more interesting cases of guessing an amount, because it's a film that we have all already seen, which doesn't happen too often.
Oh, yeah.
We saw it last year. So It Ends is getting a wide release from Neon.
Yeah, nice.
So who goes first? I guess Moodz, since he's in the lead.
I wonder how many. So it's getting a wide release, right?
Yeah, it says wide release.
Fuck, man. What did the first? But it wasn't wide release, was it?
What?
No, it was limited, and
it was limited.
It was limited, and it's streamed in the Letterboxd stores. So I think that's why we decided we can't be counted those. We made the call to the streaming and Letterboxd counts.
Yep.
Fuck, dude, this is a tough one. I have no idea. I don't know if there's a big enough audience. Wide release. Fuck. Do you have a budget on that shit?
Mm-mm.
Not a whole lot.
Yeah, it's Neon, right?
It's a couple of kids in a car. Budget can't be much.
I don't know, man. This is a really tough one, actually.
I feel rusty. Like, I don't know where to go with these picks.
Yeah, I mean, it's Neon. It's a sequel that's like, when did It Follows come out? What year was it? 2014?
Yeah.
So
I think by the time we saw it was 2015, but it was a 2014 movie.
Okay, so we're talking like, we're like almost into a different generation. I mean, a lot of people that are going to see this have probably never seen the first one, besides us. I mean,
what are you talking about?
Yeah, no, this is It Ends. It's like, remember the car movie last year that we all already saw? The one, I don't
Did you think this was a It Follows sequel?
Are they not making a sequel to it?
They are.
Yeah, but
this movie.
I thought it was called It Ends.
Yeah, remember that movie we watched last year? Is JP's number 2?
Yeah.
The one, the car movie. This is the movie that's getting a release this weekend.
Okay, I'm so confused. How the fuck did this make it? It wasn't even a fucking wide release last year.
It got released on Letterboxd.
It got released on the Letterboxd streaming where you could rent it.
Oh, right, the Letterboxd shit. Okay,
yeah.
So they're releasing that in. Wow.
Yeah, because Neon bought it like a month or 2 ago.
What's the sequel to It Follows called? Is it not It Ends?
I don't know.
No, it's
I'll look it up.
Why the fuck did I think it was called it? I totally thought that's what you were talking about.
It sounds like that's what it could be called.
Right. Okay. So I've seen the movie. Shit, dude. I don't know. Fuck. I'm gonna say
it's called They Follow.
Yeah,
They Follow. Right. Okay. That makes sense. Actually, that's the appropriate title.
Ooh, Michael Monroe's still alive. I like it. Melora
My brain was like hurting for a second. I was like, What is he talking about?
Why am I talking about It Follows and
he's like, it came out like 2014. It was like,
well, I thought he was
like,
hey man, this is how I brainstorm things.
Comparing this movie to that movie.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought he was making a comparison. Like, well, that was like
it had it in the title, so I'm just comparing, man. It had.
It's actually not a bad comparison because that movie had a small release that got a big release.
Yeah, that's where true. I thought he was getting. I thought
that's where I was going with it. Come on, guys.
No, you're giving him too much credit.
But I was right though. It Follows is getting a sequel.
Melora Waters is in the new It Follows.
This is a really tough one, man. I don't even know if this is going to be. This is one of those movies where if they don't spend any money on marketing, it's going to do really terrible. Like no one's going to go see this shit, right? And I can't imagine.
I haven't seen any marketing. But
that's what I'm.
Me either.
See, I didn't even realize this was getting released widely, so I haven't seen anything either on it. So this is kind of news to me, but so I'm thinking it's going to do pretty piss poor. I'm surprised that they're releasing this widely. Like, I'm just shocked by this. You think if you're going to do something wide, you're going to put money in effort into promoting it. So with that said, I'm going to say this one's going to do 3.3. Literally haven't seen anything about it.
Okay. All right. So since I'm in second, I go second. I don't think this is going to do very well, but I think it's going to do a little better than that. So it's more about how much space do I want to give JP.
What was your guess, Moodz? 3.3?
Yeah.
I'm going to say 4.5.
Ooh. 4.5. Oh, that's interesting.
Okay, so
lower or what?
I'm trying to make it not easy for him. It's more about that placement.
Yeah, because originally I was thinking, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna go 5.
I just don't understand how this.
Because I was gonna go like 3.8.
So,
but then I started thinking, wasn't Hokum a neon film?
Yeah,
that makes 6.
Yeah, but I saw like advertisement for Hokum.
Shit.
And that's what I'm saying.
Hokum has Adam Scott in it. This has like 4 people who you might not ever see again.
I don't get it. If Neon's going to distribute this widely, why are they not putting any money into promoting this?
I don't know if maybe I haven't seen anything, but I got free YouTube and I don't see anything else, so I don't really know like what gets.
Well, I haven't seen it.
I haven't been to the theater, so I don't know if they even showed a trailer for it or not.
No.
But we'll find
out. I mean, I haven't been to too many movies recently, but
the second film is the big one. That is Insidious Out of the Further, the 6th Insidious film, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Rated PG-13. I think that's pretty standard for the Insidious films.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it's Tyler first.
I was first. Okay. This is a tough one, obviously.
What's this movie called? Out of the Further?
Insidious Out of the Further.
Mm-hmm.
I still think the last Insidious wasn't that long ago, so I think we got to throw it in City's audience, and you always kind of have somewhat of it at City's audience, so I think it has a solid floor to it. I don't know if people are going to be excited. I don't know if people are going to be excited.
So just for comparison,
what the last one make?
So everybody has the info. Insidious 1 opened at 13 million. Insidious 2 opened at 40 million. Insidious 3 opened at 22 million. Insidious 4 opened at 29 million. And Insidious 5 opened at 33 million.
Mm-hmm.
So a little bit of a comeback on that.
It's also a lot of inflation though too.
Yeah,
it's a lot more expensive, and the last one just came out like 2 years ago, right? So
2023.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking inflated.
All right. I think it's still gonna hold on to the floor it gets with its name.
Yeah.
Reliability, but I think we're going to have some sort of snapback. So I'm going to say 25.
Okay. Okay, I could see where you're coming from with that. It's so weird because 2018 it made 29 million, and then 2023 it made 33 million.
Mm-hmm.
So it made more, but I would consider that a drop off due to inflation.
Yeah, well, the inflation's been so crazy the last few years, so yeah, but it's hard to say.
I like the fact that the last two have even done that well. Like, it made 82 total.
But to be honest, the last Insidious movie, they were running those trailers for months. I swear, I was seeing that.
They've been running this one since like January.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, they really promote the shit out of this. Like, Neon needs to take a picture or take a fucking piece of this of their promotion. Because
you know what, I'm gonna say 32.
All right, so I was already gonna say 36, so I'm just gonna stick with my 36.
Okay.
Because I think it's going to do pretty good. I've been like,
I like this matchup. This really could go to any of us. It's not like no one's asked out.
Yeah. Okay, so the last film is called Buddy. It is from who's releasing this? Sabin Films, Roadside Attractions.
Sibian Films?
Oh, this is like
the vibrator company?
This is this is one of those one of those kids like
synopsis. Remember Buddy, the bright orange unicorn and star of the classic children's television show who brought joy and life lessons into your living room? Inside the colorful world of It's Buddy, a group of children spend their days singing, dancing, and helping Buddy spread happiness. But when one child refuses to play along, Buddy's not pleased, and cracks begin to appear in a seemingly perfect world.
This is getting a theatrical release.
Yeah, I think it's 2000. It's set in the 90s.
I actually don't know what this is based on.
Nothing.
Yeah,
it's a made up thing.
Oh, I thought maybe they were basing it on something.
It's like
Barney.
Yeah.
We've been seeing a lot of these type of.
But I mean, I'm just saying, if it was like a later show, I wouldn't know it, and it could have been based on that. I would have been like, I have no idea.
I have no clue at all. I think if it was based on something, it would help it, but it's not.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna go with a number that I feel like it would be a movie that is similar to it. So I'm gonna go ahead and say 10 million.
Oh no, you don't.
This is getting a wide release, you said?
Mm-hmm. According to Box Office Mojo and the numbers.
Okay.
It's called Buddy? I don't even, what the fuck, I haven't even heard of this.
I have heard of it, actually.
Yeah, I've heard of it too, actually.
Okay, who's I got?
Also comes out the same week as Coyote versus Acme.
Man, they are really pumping out these fucking like these kind of these kitty killer doll. What the fuck do you call this subgenre?
I believe it is Moodz.
Did you say 10 million on this thing?
Uh-huh. I'll tell you.
Oh, it looks like Barney. 100% looks like fucking Barney, but it's like a shitty ass unicorn. I'm gonna say, because it is rated R, right? There's no kissing. Okay. I'm gonna say 2.1. Patton Oswalt's in this film.
Way different.
Yeah, there's a lot of comedians in this, so it's definitely gonna be funny. So Dave's
that actually could help it a lot.
Keegan Michael Key.
Topher Grace.
Oh, yeah, Topher Grace, yeah.
Yeah, you got a lot of funnies in here. All right, 2.1 to 10.
But does it translate into money? I don't know. Guess we'll find out, right?
Oh gosh. Okay. Man, I really don't know. I feel like if JP went to 10, I feel like he knows something.
Yeah, he definitely knows something.
He's got the pulse on something.
Mm-hmm.
He probably already saw it.
The guy who is directing was the writer of like a couple of. He wrote the Cheddar Goblin segment in Mandy, which is funny.
Oh yeah.
But he also did a couple of Adult Swim stuff, like the Yule Log films, and he did a fun size segment in VHS
Halloween. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know how much that is going to help him on a full scale.
Yeah,
but maybe I'm wrong.
Most people going to see this don't give a shit about that stuff. So,
I guess the question is, it's wide release, and I've heard about this. All right. I think it's going to be more than 2.1. I don't think it's going to bomb.
What did I say? What did I say?
2.1.
2.1.
And you said 2.1?
No, I'm thinking I'm saying I don't think it's going to do that bad. So I guess I try to cut JP off. So we'll say 9.5.
You know what's really fucking funny about this movie?
I'm fine with that. I like taking the over on this. The film that
way under.
Yeah. I feel like it's going to do somewhere like maybe in like the 5 to 8 range. Maybe.
Well, if it does like 5, that's me.
Yeah. Yeah, but I don't know. I think with the people in it's probably a little better than that. It's maybe like closer to like the 7 to.
You know what's funny about this movie? Is that it's just tagged as horror. There's no comedy tag on this at all. This would be fucking like for Daisy. This would be like, so funny.
Even like Michael Shannon, like has been known to have some laughs.
I picked.
Oh yeah, he's like
I picked mine based on what a film that I thought would capture a similar audience. And I picked Primate that came out earlier this year, made 10 million. I feel like this could do that. So that I didn't really know anything special. I just based.
I feel like that movie was also had a lot of fucking promotion though too.
This does. I've seen stuff for this for a while now.
Seen anything on this? It's crazy.
I didn't see that much promotion for Primate actually.
Really, I saw it everywhere.
I don't see promotion for shit unless it's something that's like just literally playing in the movie theater.
When I see a trailer on YouTube, like an ad,
yeah,
that's when I know it's like got good promotion.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. I have YouTube Premium, so I just don't use the ads.
That's my thing too. I do now too, so I miss all the fucking ads.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are rich. I can't afford that shit.
It's like $10 a month.
I used to be really against it until Jeremy showed me to look at my statistics on YouTube, and it's like I literally like the amount of hours I watch on YouTube. I'm like it like.
Well, I like that I can just like find a video and shut my phone off, and it'll just keep playing.
Yeah,
I never get fucking commercials on the shit that I'm watching though. I don't pay for fucking premium.
Well, that's weird.
That's weird.
Now that I think about it, like I never get commercials. It's fucking weird. Like I watch YouTube every night before I go to bed.
Maybe you have premium.
I don't.
Maybe your wife pays for it.
She doesn't fucking watch YouTube. Jesus.
I don't even know a human that doesn't watch YouTube.
She doesn't watch YouTube.
Like I legitimately don't think I know a single human that doesn't watch YouTube.
Dude, she watches every TV show on fucking Netflix, bro. She doesn't have time for Netflix.
Easily my most watched
YouTube.
Well, like the thing is, like YouTube is like literally all my interests. Like go on YouTube. I want to like.
I pretty much watch more YouTube than movies.
Yeah, maybe you should probably start watching some more movies like 2004 shit and stuff.
Well, like YouTube's so convenient because I'll listen to videos on my way home from work, which is an hour. I'll play a video while I'm doing like office work. I can't really pay attention to a movie, but I can listen to
listen to a video. Like a commentary or something?
That's mostly what I do on YouTube is listen to the videos.
Yeah, I me too.
Like true crime interrogations and stuff. Like I don't have to watch the footage for that.
Fantasy hockey.
I watch like eating videos and shit. I gotta watch that shit because that's
well,
the
yeah,
point.
eating videos. I'll watch those from time to time. Other just random shit like fucking like my YouTube algorithm is insane. Like all kind of just random fucking nature shit. Stuff about ants.
I watch a lot of camping stuff, like a lot of outdoors camping shit too.
I watch a lot of space stuff and a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh.
You ever watch that Outdoors Boy guy?
No.
Outdoors Boys?
No.
Dude, that dude's the shit.
All right, so that's Box Office Brawl?
Yep.
All right, so that is going to conclude Box Office Brawl.
Yo, who this?
Yo, Moodz, it's your boy, the ill-mannered funky child, calling you to remind you that the featured reviews on this episode contain spoilers.
Aw, yeah, man, that's right, brother. Thanks for the heads up, playa. Now go back to being an unproductive asshole.
Fuck you. Now tell your listeners to stop being so dumb, silly, sensitive.
Yeah.
And now, our feature presentation.
All right, so get into the featured reviews here on episode 323, the It's Alive franchise. We're going to take it back to 1974, directed by Larry Cohen. In fact, the first 3 films are all directed by Larry Cohen, so we don't have to keep saying that. But yeah, so 1974 is It's Alive. Quick little synopsis. The Davises are expecting a baby, which turns out to be a monster with a nasty habit of killing people whenever it is scared. And it is easily scared. Who fucking wrote that? And it's easily scared. Scared.
Not wrong.
Yeah, so It's Alive from 1974. First thing I noticed, I mean, I've noticed this before when you're watching, like, I think reading the credits and stuff. Bernard Herrmann does the score for this. He composes the music for this movie.
This was actually the last film he finished before he died.
Yeah.
Not the last movie that his score was featured in.
Right.
There were 2 more, I think. Taxi Driver was one, I think. And something else. I read this earlier, or the day before, a couple days ago. But pretty crazy.
Yeah, 1975. Yeah, crazy. Yeah, I know he's obviously done fucking music for a lot of shit. Man, how many fucking? He's got credits. Like he's got composer credits until like present day. What the fuck?
Yeah,
this is so wild.
Also,
like I'm looking at the credits and they're like all in the 2000s. Like what the hell?
That's because like people still use his shit all the time.
Right.
So this movie was actually filmed and edited simultaneously with Hell Up in Harlem.
Right.
So he would shoot Hell Up in Harlem on the weekdays and shoot this on the weekends and edit it. And the same editor was like editing both of them or something.
Mm-hmm.
It sounded like a clusterfuck.
Yeah, that sounds miserable.
I mean, they're 2 totally different movies, so it's not like you could fuck the shit up, but that is really interesting. It's crazy that he did those movies so close together, so different. You know what I mean? But yeah, so that was Hell Up in Harlem was basically the sequel to Black Caesar, which essentially both came out in 73, which is interesting too. So this is Larry Cohen's 4th movie that he did. Yeah, you guys have seen It's Alive before, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I actually got to see this in a double feature screening with this and The Exorcist.
Interesting pairing. Yeah, so
it is an interesting pairing, but they actually, it's funny because like I believe when I think did he make this for Warner Brothers? I can't remember, but when he was trying to release this movie, they had like no faith in it, and they're like, it's just too like gross.
It is Warner Brothers,
like,
yeah,
messed up, and Larry Cohen was like, "Didn't you guys just release the movie with the girl like shoving the crucifix up her vagina?"
Right.
So it kind of has an odd tie-in.
Right. That's awesome. You got John P. Ryan in this film who plays the lead character, and Frank. I always like that guy. It's pretty cool. So it's alive. Rich Baker does the effects in this film. I think Rich Baker does the effects in the sequel too. I don't think he does the third one though. I think that's Don Fry that does the third one, which you can definitely tell.
Is that guy related to Rick Baker?
Ooh. Did I say Rick or Rich?
You said Rich.
Oh, well, there you go. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, man. So yeah, I think Don Fry did the effects in the third one, if I'm not mistaken. I'd have to look that up, but so this must be pretty early for him, though, right? For Rick Baker?
Who? Was it
74?
Like this didn't he do Planet of the Apes?
So 74. Yeah, no, this is pretty early for. I mean, he'd worked. So he did. He's uncredited on Bone and Black Caesar. He did effects on Schlock. That's crazy. The fucking the John Landis film. That's awesome. So I'm assuming that's probably one of his.
Yeah, this was pretty early for him.
Yeah, I think this is like actually one of his second or third like actually credited makeup effects. So yeah, 73 Schlock he did. Now 74 It's Alive. He did some makeup on
did Black Caesar.
Yeah, but he's uncredited or he's not even credited for those. So
yeah,
I don't know what he just makeup designer and stuff like or creator. Oh, it says actually designer stuff. So this is probably like his second maybe feature that he did. It's pretty interesting.
He also worked on like Exorcist as well.
Did he really?
Yeah.
It's not even listed here.
It's listed under special effects.
Okay. Yeah, I was looking at makeup and stuff. Okay. Yeah, no, of course. I mean, Rick Baker did shit on so many fucking amazing films. I'm really surprised that he came back and into the sequel in 78. That's interesting. Man, you look at his filmography of the shit that he's worked on is fucking nuts.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of crazy, man. Like The Howling. I mean, so a lot of these movies are like, you know, they're just totally known for their effects. The Howling, Altered States, Without Warning. It's crazy. Worked on Ghost Story, Videodrome, fucking Starman. That's crazy.
Starman.
He has credit for It's Alive 3, but I know he didn't. I'm pretty sure it's Don Fry that did those. Another guy that did.
Originally, Larry Cohen wanted Anthony Perkins and Janet Leigh to play the parents.
Yeah, I read that too, actually. That's pretty cool. That would have been kind of a Psycho reunion type deal. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I would have loved that, man, because Anthony Perkins is actually one of my favorite all-time actors. Would have been amazing. I think he would have been great in this role. But John P. Ryan's fine, though, too. So no problem with him. But anyways, getting into the movie, It's Alive. 1974. Thoughts on the movie?
Is this the first killer baby movie?
I can't be. No way.
I don't like. Is there another one before this? 74.
I mean, there's definitely been like.
I mean, it's literally coming out the vagina and already killing. I mean, you can't get any more killer baby than that.
I don't think that's. Yeah, I don't think anything's ever.
There's killer kid movies, obviously. That The Bad Seed. I think that was probably one of the earlier ones.
I think it might be the first.
But killer babies?
Maybe nobody took out to the baby yet.
Yeah, I mean, without doing a full on fact check.
I'm trying to think. Is there any like?
I mean, you don't count Rosemary's Baby, right? I mean,
no. I'm
doesn't
thinking
kill
like,
anybody.
No. I'm trying to think. Is there any like baby movie, or maybe they're like telepathic and kill people or something? That's the only way.
1974? I don't think so.
That's the only way I could see him really doing something like that.
I mean, this movie kind of set up a trend a little bit, though.
Scary concept for the 70s, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It really was like. I think it definitely takes influence from like Rosemary's Baby, Exorcist, maybe stuff like that. But
it's really interesting because Larry Cohen was a director that really kind of set himself in this whole realm of doing commentary full films, right? Like pretty much everything that he did always had like a full on commentary to it. I've seen this movie a few times before, and rewatching it this time, I couldn't help but notice all the scenes that had to do with like milk and stuff. And then it got me thinking. So I did a quick Google on it and I'm like, man, this has got to be based on something, because quite clearly the commentary in this film it's screaming at possibly, the shit that we're putting on our bodies. Yeah. Whether it be, the shit that, that's passing the FDA and stuff like that, the chemicals and all that type of shit. And, it could have an effect on, our like birth, miscarriages and birth defects and stuff like that. And I'm like, it's got to have something to do with that. And sure as shit, I actually did Google it. And it said, I came up with it. It said in 1973, an industrial chemical called polybrominated biphenthol, I don't know, abbreviated PBB, doesn't matter, was accidentally mixed into livestock feed in Michigan. Workers at the Michigan Chemical Corporation mistakenly shipped the toxic flame retardant instead of the magnesium oxide, a nutritional mineral supplement to feed mixing facility. So basically what happened was this PBB chemical got mixed into like livestock feed. And these cows were just fucking feeding on this shit for like a year. They didn't catch it for like a year and a half or some shit. Anyways, the cows all stopped, functioning properly and stuff. But the problem was the milk and the product got out into the public. And there was like this crazy array of like, a lot of miscarriages and a lot of birth defects and stuff. Not as obviously as extreme as what we're seeing in this film, but they kind of linked it back to this and stuff. And it's fucking nuts. It mostly had an effect on the animals and shit. But I think he took this whole idea that presently it just happened and kind of roll with it, as like, this is something that could really happen if we don't watch what we're putting in our foods, right? It's a commentary on, we need to take, not only take better care of ourselves, but we need to really kind of monitor what the fuck is going in our food and shit, because it is having an effect on, birth and, and especially miscarriages, man. There was a case back in, I think in the 70s in Canada here too, where there was a guy that was fucking his wife had like bunch of miscarriages and shit, and he was blaming like this pipeline or some shit, and he went and like terrorized the shit out of it and stuff, and he was convinced that it was that this had something to do with it and shit like that. It's kind of the same level, it's a commentary on that, right? So but you take that general idea, and it's interesting that he was showcasing scenes of milk, the milkman delivering the shit door to door and stuff, and then all of a sudden the baby kills the milkman in a scene in the back of the milk truck and shit. I'm like, oh, that's actually really fucking cool. And that's when I did a quick search on it. I'm like, oh, that's really interesting. Yeah. I found that.
It also just like milk and babies like go hand in hand.
Right. Yeah. Right. And it's just, it's probably not coincidental that, it actually derived from this story kind of thing. Right. Too.
I did too. Just like suggesting like the conduit for something like this is milk that everybody has in their house as drinking every day is like what something that,
but it's a perfect thing because,
but they also highlight more of a direct plot point in the film with the contraceptive pharmaceutical company.
Yeah, they get to
essentially says that it could cause mutations, which is
yeah, it could.
Which I do find interesting.
Which is another.
I found that interesting because that was basically the explanation in Scanners as well.
Yeah,
I mean, so I thought that was interesting. Like, oh,
it's definitely of the time, right? Like, pharmaceuticals.
Yeah, they hadn't done a lot of
take off at this point.
Exactly, they hadn't done the abundance of testing and stuff like that. That's what they touch on, and even though the remake is like a soulless piece of shit, that's what they do touch on in the remake, and that's like the only thing that you can take away from the remake is the fact that she basically tried to use Plan B, and it went fucking completely south on her, right? Which is kind of bullshit because we're talking about a time period where in the 2000s where the shit was probably pretty safe and it's a lot more studied and stuff like that. So it kind of takes the whole commentary out of this context. Yeah. It just loses it completely. It loses it completely given the time where the technology and was completely studied and stuff. It's kind of stupid, but back in the 70s because the pill it only been around since the early 60s, mid 60s or whatever.
Yeah, and I think now, see, like this era, like not that I could tell you for sure, but it seems to be like maybe now we're like really getting into an era where people are starting to organize and like question things about the government.
Well, that's exactly what I wrote down in my notes too. I said, coming out the 60s, and that was the big thing though, because when the pill got introduced, I think people were having a little bit of problems with it and stuff. And I think people started to realize, oh shit, this is a brand new drug on the market. And it's, it's possibly causing, miscarriages and other maybe birth defects, or I don't know, maybe other, other shit and stuff. Cause, women, they go off that shit and it's still in their system, blah, blah, blah. And I think they were becoming a little more self-conscious about what was being put on the market and what people were putting into their bodies and stuff. And it's not just necessarily about, pharmaceutical drugs and stuff. It's also society itself. Like, where you're living too is a big factor too. Like if you live around, extreme power lines and pipelines and all that type of shit, and the extreme shit that we're breathing in all the time. Like there's all these elements of what causes birth defects and what causes, chromosome damages and all this other type of shit and stuff. It doesn't really heavily go into that. I think this is more, kind of a take on, there is a pharmaceutical element here too, but I think it's also kind of based on that real story of, intaking shit. I mean, even though it was human error, it's still the point. It's still the point because we're still dealing with a lot of this shit though, like, where shit's passing, the food and safety corporations and stuff, but it's really not safe for us to eat. It's not really that safe. Like they've proven like a lot of the shit, these TV dinners and all this type of shit is causing cancer. Like it kind of is, it's just a lot of fucking nitrates and, all this real bad shit that's in there. And it's, it's fucking up your chromosomes and shit. So, but which is crazy when you think about that. We're in 2026 and we're still eating shit that's so harmful for you.
I saw an article from a couple months ago where it was like, it said something like, it was basically an article that showed a average fridge, and then it linked studies to where every single item minus like one in the fridge had been in some study to say possibly cancer causes cancer. Mm-hmm. So the point of the article was basically to say like literally everything
right
has been linked to causing cancer at one point or another.
I think one of the biggest problems with like the intake of food though too these days is like obviously food is so expensive and shit like that. And like ironically enough, it's a lot cheaper to eat shitty food than it is to eat healthy, right? So people choose
100%.
People choose the shittier food
and the convenience too.
The convenience factor is a big factor because we live in a day and age where convenience is about that's your everyday life. You live to make everything convenient, right? Unfortunately, the problem is with your convenient food is that it's full of toxins, really, and it's full of nitrates and it's full of all the shit that really isn't good for you. And
it also just seems,
but it's
weird.
cheaper to buy. It's cheaper to buy. That's fucked up to me.
It also just seems weird that it feels like there's not enough animals to feed everybody that eat meat.
Well, there's not enough cows. They're all sacred in India. That's the problem. They're all over in India.
It's just like, you ever think about that? Like how many, like where are all these chickens and cows at? You know what I mean? It just feels like there's so many people.
Well, I mean, the problem is with meat in general is that it is just so fucking expensive. I mean, there's so many people out there.
Beef is just insane now.
Like chicken, like pork, like everything's crazy, dude. And like, you want to talk about shrinkflation. I remember like, when we were growing up, a pound of bacon, 500 grams, a pound of bacon was, a couple bucks. Now it's only 350 grams or whatever, like 3/4 of a pound. And it's like $8. So they've actually downsized the size and the price has gone up. I mean, the shrinkflation is like a real fucking thing, but meat is just outrageous, man. Like I got to get a couple packs of hamburger to do like taco night because my kid eats like 9 tacos, right? That right there is like $18 in hamburger. It used to be like 6. People can't afford to do this anymore. So they go and get the $3, $2 TV dinners and that's what they feed off of. Unfortunately, it's just the way it is. Even vegetables, bro, expensive as fuck. So,
yeah. But I gotta say, like right away in It's Alive, like I love the vibe of it. Like the hospital scene's really good. And then, like especially when you watch like all 3 of these together, and you see like the theme throughout the films and like sort of like how it they expand upon it. But like in this one, just the idea of like It's almost like a Frankenstein thing too, where it's like, the monster is like unknowingly the monster. You know what I mean? It's just like natural instincts to defend itself, kind of. And
it's funny that you bring up
Good.
Sorry, I was going to say it's funny that you bring up the Frankenstein thing, because I think that's actually a major part of this film and stuff. I mean, there's literally the monologue about Frankenstein and the monster and who the monster was and who the real monster was and stuff like that. But I don't think it's any coincidence that he would throw in that little monologue or whatever you want to call it and call his movie "It's Alive," which is one of the most famous lines from Frankenstein, right?
Yeah.
Right. So I'm thinking that I'm hearing him talk about like Frankenstein and the monster, and then I'm like, it's called "It's Alive." It's like the famous line from the movie. That's really cool that Coen did that. It's interesting.
Yeah. And I kind of just also like how the movie plays out, and like I think like the first time I seen it, I just appreciated it was like this weird like killer baby like monster movie, but like the performances of the parents and like sort of like how the baby has like a natural connection to them and stuff.
Yeah. It's the instinct. Cool. It's the instinct, right?
Yeah.
To be with their mom. Like it's like animals.
And of course the mom has like more of like this like protector nurturer vibe at first, and the father is more, I got a fucking mutant baby, like we got to kill this shit. And then like how he like sort of turns around.
But he's also a little bit persuaded by like the media of the time and stuff. People are looking at him as kind of the monster because you're the one that created this. They're looking at him as literally Dr. Frankenstein. You created this monster. You're responsible for this. And his mentality is, I got to appease the people, man. I've got to be the person that kills this thing because I created this thing. And I need to show people that I'm not supporting this thing. And I love that angle because towards the end of the film, when he has this epiphany, when he's down in the sewers and the baby starts crying and he realizes that like, it's his, it turns into this kind of love thing and stuff. And you understand that like you created this thing.
It's like kind of touching,
but it's not his fault. But he understands in this moment, it's not the baby's fault that he's like this, and what he's doing is it's just he's a byproduct of what happened, right? And it is a really touching moment. He literally cries, and you're like, holy shit! He kind of has this 180 and stuff, and then it's a really good moment in the film.
Yeah, that was one thing I really noted on this watch. That this is it wasn't just like this. I'd only seen this once, and it was a long time ago. So you just kind of remember the killer baby aspect, but this movie was like way more cold and depressing than I remembered. But as we were getting towards the ending, I did remember like, oh yeah, this movie's cold.
Yeah, and I think that it's funny watching these movies in modern time, and then like knowing like what people thought about them at the time, and it makes you think that like people were just like kind of dumb too back then, because like, you could probably read newspaper articles and magazine articles about this movie, and critics at the time reviewing it, like the Siskel's and Eberts of the world and shit like that. And like all of that sort of like subtext that we were talking about and stuff, just it's like completely over their head, or like they just see it as this schlocky B-movie monster film, exploitation film.
Mm.
And people like Joe Bob, I have his book that he republished, which is a really cool book because it's basically, for those of you who don't know, Joe Bob got his start before he ever hosted movies and stuff, just like writing for newspapers in Texas, like reviewing. It was called like Joe Bob Goes to the Drive-In, where he just created like a article each week where he would review like drive-in movies.
Right.
And when you like read those reviews, it's like this guy actually like got that stuff, where like the rest of the world was just like didn't get these type of movies, that they might have more to them than just like the surface level stuff.
I think the average person, even today, like if you take the average like teenager and stuff, they watch a film like this where it's obviously full of commentary. Most people see shit for face value. They just see.
They wouldn't even be able to watch this.
They just watch like a killer mute. Well, they would probably like the remake and hate this movie.
I don't know about that far, but
you know what I mean? Like a lot of films that we can look at and be like, oh, this is the obvious commentary in it, where most people are just kind of watching for face value and they just see a mutant killer baby movie, and it's like, oh, okay, that was what it was, but it's not what it is. It's showcasing a certain commentary.
It is that, but it also is more than that.
It is more than that, right? I mean, you can do commentary and you can do it entertaining too, like this. And I don't know, man.
And it also makes you appreciate Cohen a lot too, because this was probably made as just like a lower brow, like horror film that was going to go into drive-ins or whatever, that was put way more thought into it than, you know, what is expected out of stuff like this.
Well, I think Cohen has a vision when he does a film, right? I mean, I don't think it's a mistake that even his first film, Bone, was full of commentary though, too, right? I mean, I think that's what he just thought deeper, and he used film as like a vessel for his own projection, really. Like he had all these ideas, and I'm like, well, we can take these core ideas, these commentaries, and we can make it entertaining. We'll do it in a very almost spiteful way towards people, because people see this shit in a totally different way, where, you know, he's looking at it going, you know, this right here is deeper than it, you know, that meets the eye kind of thing. And I think he's always done this right from his very first film. I think everything that he's done has always been like that. I mean, I know you're not a big fan of the stuff, but the stuff holds a crazy commentary. It wears this commentary on its sleeve, but it's still there, right? And it's still relevant to this day, you know. So, I mean, this movie is too, though. It really is. So, I mean,
I remember Cohen said he got the idea for this film by, like, basically seeing an infant, and how, like, they, you know, rage and cry and stuff like that. And he's like, what if they had like sharp teeth and claws? Like,
right.
You know what I mean? Just like sort of imagining that. I think that's where a lot of cool ideas come from. Is just like thinking about weird shit.
You know what? Speaking of like little babies and shit like that, you know what's one really interesting aspect of this movie that I thought was really cool? When they show the POV shots of the baby and it's out of focus. That's actually really clever of Cohen to do that, because I don't think babies can see straight. Like they see in blur, and they don't focus shit until like 6 or 8 months old or whatever. So it's really
they don't
cool.
just like wake up with perfect vision.
Yeah, they don't. They don't have like that perfect vision. It takes forever for their eyes to develop properly, right? Because they're still new. And I think that's really cool that he put that in there, because it's accurate to being an infant. And I think a lot of people probably miss that too. That, you know, see the POV shots and it's out of focus and shit. And you're like, what the fuck's going on here? But it could have been just like a creative, you know, way of showcasing the POV shots of the baby, but it's actually true to how they actually are. So it brought them down to reality a little bit. It grounded the babies in reality, because it's actually a fact that they don't see straight. So I think that's really interesting that he did that.
I think he also said that he was not going to even show the baby at all in the movie. Mm-hmm. And then he saw like the effects that Baker came up with and was like, shit, I'm about to show this shit.
Yeah, man. Rich did a good job, man. Rich is awesome.
Rick did a good job.
Dude, I'm fucking with you, man.
The blood looks really good in this movie. Like that opening scene when he gets in the hallway and the guy stumbles out. It's just like you get this nice blood against this black and white floor. It's fucking beautiful.
Yeah, I just love looking at like architecture and like layouts of like hospitals and buildings in the 70s.
Right. I think it's funny when see
it's actually kind of cool, because like if you remember back in like the early 90s, like when you were like 4 or 5 years old, most of the shit that you saw was like hadn't been renovated since the 70s. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So it's like it's kind of nostalgic for me, but in like a weird way where it's like I wasn't really part of it, but I kind of was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always get a kick out of like watching people smoke in hospitals.
Smoke everywhere. They just smoke everywhere in the 70s.
Yeah, it's funny, man. It's crazy. I mean, I still remember a time like I've told stories before where I was flying in the 80s and fucking sitting next to people that are smoking. It's crazy. Smoking cigarettes on planes. Like, it's insane to me, right? It's crazy, man. Yeah, it's crazy. But You know what's really interesting about a film like this is like it has such like a mob mentality attitude to it. It's like there's a line in the film where it says something about like, you know, it kills like an animal, needs to be killed like an animal. It's just that mentality that's so insane. It's like, are you on the side of just terminating the product, or are you willing to capture it and study it?
Terminate it.
Because for me, I would be more interested as to why the fuck this thing is doing what it's doing, because it's totally abnormal.
Blow its brains out, then cut it open and look at it.
But there's literally people that are like, I mean, it really goes into it in the second film about like, you know, okay, we're just taking out, it's almost like a conspiracy thing, right? It's a government, you know, conspiracy where we're going to go and fucking find out, we're going to hire all these doctors and shit. We're going to get all these blood tests. We're going to find out where all these mutants are, and we're going to go hunt and kill them and stuff. Like, that's fucking insane to me. Like, nobody wants to just, I mean, the better idea here would be to find out what causes this and then nip that in the bud instead of just waiting for more to be born and then go and killing them and stuff. It's such a weird mentality to do, but I think that's kind of crazy to me. But
do you have anything else on this one?
Score fucking rips. You can tell it's Bernard Herrmann immediately.
Yeah,
and that really gives it a little nice touch.
I mean, this movie for me right here is, the whole movie has a great mood. It's got such a great atmosphere to it. It's, you know, it's acted really well. The one thing I take away from this movie every time I watch it is that it takes this absurd idea of a killer infant baby and it plays it so fucking straight. And oddly enough, works on all levels, because generally when you take an absurd idea and you try to play it completely straight, there's no comedy, there's no fucking around here. They play dead straight. Well, generally it would get kind of corny and it wouldn't work, but I think it really fully works here, because not only does it have this crazy, you know, character arc with, you know, our main character and stuff, like this movie actually gets emotional and shit. It's kind of fucked up, because it plays off the whole parental thing. It plays off the whole instinct thing. It plays off of love. And like, you know, you start to understand, you know, you overcome these emotions of like, oh my God, like I need to fucking kill this thing. But then you start to understand why it's doing it. And like, you know, these certain human emotions really come into attack. And I think Cohen really kind of nails it in this film. I don't think people ever think of, wow, It's Alive really hit me emotionally. I don't think that's a common phrase that people say, but I'm saying it right now. It kind of hit me a little bit and watching this, and I'm like, fuck, this is a good movie.
Same.
It's a really good movie.
One thing I'll say about like just this trilogy in general is like I 100% expected it, because you were talking about how it plays it straight, to be like the sequels to be like Basket Case 2 and 3, where they're just way more goofy.
Yeah.
And the third one does get a little bit goofy, but it's still pretty straight. And I was actually like pleasantly surprised, especially the first sequel, seeing how it was like just a continuation of the first film. So that I really like that. I expected them to be like super goofy, the sequels.
Yeah, I mean, the second one's literally just a continuation. I think that's really cool. It does help that Cohen, you know, wrote and directed it. I mean, he did with the same thing in the third one too. The third one's kind of a weird film, because it almost ignores the first two films, but there's one moment it obviously brings back the cop. And there's one line in the film where he's like, yeah, I'm supposed to be the expert. Like, that's his kind of like nod to the other films, but it never actually talks about the prior events of the first two films.
I think it does once. I think it does mention the first film.
Does it?
Yeah, I think yeah.
And where does it mention it? Because when I finished, I was like, did it ever bring up the the events of the first two films? Because I can tell you one thing: the cop would have been the guy to bring it up, because he literally,
never mind.
Because he does say, he's like, oh, I'm supposed to be the expert, and that's literally the key to the other films, because we obviously know that he's the same cop, the same investigator that's from the first two films. And I'm like, wow, they really, because in the third film, it's gotten so politicized. It's gotten so political that, you know, they're fighting in court over it. It's gotten lawful. You know what I mean? Like, they're in court fighting about the rights of these things and stuff like that. And they, you know, we'll eventually get to that, but it's kind of interesting how it never really brings up, oh, well, we did all this kind of shit. But part two is literally an extension of the first one, because I think the first one ends where they say, oh, there's another one being born in Seattle. So, and that kind of plays into it too. But
ratings.
Tyler, what do you give this one?
I give this one a 7.
JP.
I'm at an 8.5.
8.5. Yeah. You know what, man? I think this movie is a lot better than it gets credit for. Like I said before, it's a really, really great mood piece. It's got really good mood to it, atmosphere. I love all the emotional, elements of the movie. I think it's got some really great scenes, man. I love the scene in the school with the baby crawling through the building blocks. That is my favorite. I love that shot in the movie. It looks really cool because you kind of get, it's not your first glimpse of the baby, but it like, holy shit, it fucking works pretty good. Down in the sewer, I think that's really cool too. With the red lights flashing and shit. I think the cinematography down in there actually really works. Very atmospheric, kind of captures that whole kind of like, it almost feels like it's going to turn into alligator at that point, but it doesn't. Pretty cool. But yeah, no, I mean, we talked about all the emotional elements and, the commentaries and stuff in this. And I think it all really does work on all levels and stuff. And I'm also at an 8.5 on this one too. I think it's a great film, man. There's just a lot of really good elements. Like I brought up the whole POV with the baby. I think that's a really nice touch to put in there. He's putting realism into, a fictional story, but I think that's kind of a cool thing to do. So, Tyler, you brought up the blood and stuff. The opening scene's great. It really is great. I love when that guy kind of stumbles out of there. I just love how you kind of get the glimpse but it just like massacres the entire
it's kind of unexpected. You don't expect it to come, like when you hear killer baby, you don't think this thing is going to come out and like literally like murder the entire delivery staff.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, when you're just a product of what you've been created, you got to have some kind of passion for it too. But yeah, it definitely hits the emotional notes, which is kind of a fucked up thing to say about a killer baby movie, but it works. So yeah, 8.5. And that is going to conclude It's Alive from 1974.
The It's Alive baby is back again. Only now there are 3 of them. It lives again.
All right, so moving into the sequel here, 1978's It Lives Again, also directed by Larry Cohen, of course. We do have some reoccurring characters. We've got John P. Ryan reprising his role as Frank Davis, the father from the first film. We also have James Dixon, who I don't think we even mentioned, but he was a lieutenant in the first film. He was like the main cop in the first film. He also reprises his role in this movie. We've got John Marley in the movie. Of course, he is from, like, I know him from The Godfather and stuff like that. He's an Italian actor. Very recognizable. Good stuff. Kathleen Lloyd, she's in this movie. I don't really know much about her, but the ones I know. Anyways, synopsis. An epidemic of monster babies sweeps across America. That's what they wrote. I guess that's kind of what it is, though. Yep, that's the other synopsis on here too. So anyways, yeah. So the first, or It's Alive, it basically ends by them finding out that there's apparently another baby that is going to be, or that was born in Seattle. And yeah. So like I said, John P. Ryan reprises his role as Frank, and now he has become this kind of almost like a messenger. He's become a messenger.
Like a defender.
Almost like a defender. Like he wants to almost, let people know what's going on and shit like that with, what's possibly going to happen with their babies and shit like that and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so.
And I thought that was a good way to repurpose and progress the story at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
yeah, it's an interesting way of doing it for sure. I mean, it really does kind of add on to the story, right? I mean, that's where it kind of has to go, because if you're going to use this commentary of like babies being mutated through, say, foods and drinks and stuff like that. I mean, it's gonna cause an epidemic and stuff like that. So, let's try to put an end to this. And he's your warning piece right there. So it's an interesting way of doing it for sure.
I think that Warner Brothers. I think like what had happened was I think some like studio execs changed or something, and they were looking at like some of their back catalog, and they were talking to Cohen about doing another It's Alive movie, and he wanted to do something else, but he said he would do it if they let him do something else, and did a 2-picture deal instead, and he picked Return to Salem's Lot as his other film.
Larry.
That's crazy. That's insane.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, not really that great of a.
No, that's not a great choice.
This one's better.
Oh God.
All right, so what are your guys' thoughts? JP, what are your thoughts on the sequel here?
Well, I thought it was kind of smart to sort of like retcon, but not really, the first film, where you kind of find out in this film that the reason the baby attacked is because they were trying to kill it, where that obviously isn't shown in the first film.
Yeah.
But it works. Like it it's sort of a retcon, but it actually works for the story.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that was a pretty interesting way to like sort of like continue this narrative and blow it up a bit, where we now have these basically like government like agents that are tasked with going out there and exterminating these mutants before they're born, essentially. And it actually makes the first one like make more sense in that context. But I thought it was a very smart way to make a sequel, to sort of like take the little things that you had in the first one and sort of expand upon them, and change what happened in the first one without actually breaking anything, with the retcon sort of thing. And then I like that we have our lead character back, and sort of like that, he completely like this sort of speech he gives where he talks about what happened to him in the first film with his baby and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I thought that was a good scene. And it's kind of funny, like how he just like literally like kidnaps like the wife in the hospital, just like fucking rolls in with a gun, bro.
But I mean, I get it though, man. I mean, once you have this emotional epiphany and stuff, like,
yeah,
you're not really about, the government conspiracy with like fucking hunting down and murdering these things. Like, I mean, let's try to figure this shit out. Right. But it just seemed like people didn't really want to have anything to do with that. And it's like going back to the whole mob mentality of people and shit. Like honestly, like what side do you want? Like, are you for just going around terminating these things? Like it feels like feels like it's so pointless to do that, when if there was another one born out of Los Angeles and Seattle, that means that others are going to be born. So you going around,
it's kind of like,
it seems pointless to do it.
It's
like
kind of like Nazi-ish. Honestly.
It does. It just seems
because it's like you don't like, that's the concept, right? Like
I think so.
They're lesser. They're going to be better off dead. You know what I mean? Like
right.
that's sort of the concept.
I mean, the irony of that though, I mean, the Nazis were all about testing and finding out shit, man. Like they were big into like the occult and the sciences and shit like that. But I mean, this
but they also just like fucking murdered a bunch of people without doing tests as well.
But well, I mean, it's because they looked upon the Jews as being not human, like not real.
That's what they're doing with these babies.
Exactly. And it does feel like it's very nauseous, but like, it just feels so counterproductive. Like, that they're being born all over the place and stuff, but you're just going to go like, they're still going to be born. Why don't you put these
kill
things
them before they're born? Like I think that's like the little bit of the plot hole. It's like, yeah, you could probably just slip some like fucking morning after in her drink or something.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah, probably a medication for this.
But then you don't have a movie.
But I get the whole angle though, where they're trying to like figure out exactly what's going on with these things. Protect these things to the point where let's figure out exactly what caused this, and then if we can figure out the cause, then we won't have the effect. Kind of thing. It makes complete fucking sense to me. Makes complete sense, but I mean, this movie really does get like super heavy, like social and political. It gets so highly political and like it almost feels like it has this level of social anxiety to it throughout the whole film. It's got this whole conspiracy type angle to it. It's even got this really stylized and over the top capitalism angle to it too. Like there's a scene in the film which I thought was really funny. You know, after they have the baby and then they get brought to that house and stuff like that, they get a bill from the doctor for the birth of the baby. They're like, he fucking charged us for the birth. Like that's capitalism at its finest, right? I thought that was a really cool moment in the film. It's like you fucking charged them for that. It's crazy. So I mean, there's all these type of elements that are happening in the film. I think it's pretty cool. But I think this is actually a pretty worthy sequel, to be honest. I think it's actually pretty good. Tyler, I want to hear your thoughts on it because I think that you didn't really care for this one too much. But what were your issues with this one?
It's not that like I think that I have any like, major issues with it, but I liked how they came in with John P. Ryan as like this new Defender, and they repurposed it. But I just didn't feel like it brought me anything new to the table. I guess it's just kind of where I lied. But
don't you think that's where the story would go though? Because his character arc was right there. This is where he's going to go.
I feel like it kind of just gave the same character arc for a different character. And I think when I tend to watch these movies back to back, if you start to like have the same story beats, even if like you kind of just move it into a different place, I tend to get a little bored with it. Right. So I think that's also like the disadvantage of watching a sequel back to back, because like if there's beats you really like it, and I'm not saying it's a bad story because it's not. I had mostly positive things to say about the first one. If you were to see them maybe like a year apart or watch them like as they're coming out in theaters as like a follow up, it probably hits a little better. But I mean, it's the same thing with this one. I saw this once when the Scream Factory box set came out, so I don't really have any sort of like attachment to it or like strong remembering of it. So just watching it again back to back, it just kind of felt like they had it opened up into something that could have been different and cool, and it just ended up being a little bit of a retread in the back half.
It is kind of more of the same, just maybe a little bit bigger with the conspiracy stuff, which I think is probably the meat and potatoes of the movie, is like that whole concept.
Yeah, and I feel like that concept was already like moved like plenty like looked upon.
Yeah, I mean they go into a little bit more about like, you know, human evolution. They talk about evolution is like, is this the next step in human evolution, which I think they kind of disproved in the film a little bit and stuff. I mean, at least by the third one, at least. I mean, if you want to connect that to it and stuff, because quite obviously these things were not fully evolved to the point where they could, you know, survive by themselves and, you know, not die off and shit like that. But I mean, they use the concept of like human evolution. Are we looking at this wrong? Are we taking these things out? But is this actually the answer to like human evolution and stuff? We'll study this kind of thing. I mean, to the point where they even name the first two specimens Adam and Eve. I thought that was actually kind of funny. And Cohen doesn't throw comedy into these films. That was funny. I mean, Adam and Eve, come on, that's kind of funny.
I feel like that's something like, I mean, now I feel like they wouldn't even want to touch anything that might have any religious undertones. But that almost seems like something of the time the government would have actually named them.
Of course they would have. They probably did. This is probably based on true facts.
Yeah. You know, that's facts.
I mean, Cohen's got some taste though, man. I love the scene where, you know, the wife is in the theater with her mom and stuff like that, and they're watching fucking Enter the Dragon. You notice that? The Bruce Lee film?
I don't know how I missed that.
No, they're totally right away. I was like, oh, they're Enter the Dragon. I'm like, I love that movie.
I didn't know what it was, but
I thought the editing in that part was so fucking weird too, because I know the mom was like part of the conspiracy. She put that tracker in her fucking, but I remember when the daughter gets up in the theater to get her mom like a Diet Coke and shit, and she goes out there, but she's the next scene, like she's outside. I don't know, like if I missed something there, like she's outside and all of a sudden that bus pulls up, right? I'm like, oh, you get in here. And then she's like, gets in. I'm like, why the fuck was she outside in the first place? I just like, I don't even know. You guys know what part I'm talking about? Like, she gets on the bus and then, yeah. So.
Yeah.
Because they come to get her and shit like that. But like, why the fuck was she got up from the movie to go get the food and then she's outside? I don't know. It's so strange.
Maybe she was just like, oh, let me get the food and just ran out the door.
But she didn't. Like, she was like walking down the street all nonchalantly and all of a sudden the bus pulls up and was like, oh, you're getting in here. And it's like, okay, I'm getting in here.
Playing all along. Like, I'll be back.
Such a strange scene. I think it's just the way it was edited too, but I'm not really 100% sure.
Yeah, maybe.
You know, it's actually kind of weird for a sequel. Like the first movie actually has a pretty high body count. There's a lot of people that die. Like right to the end when, you know, John P. Ryan actually basically throws the baby at that cop and they like blast the shit out of it, but they kill the cop too.
That's how they pull you in too.
Right. So yeah, so the first movie actually has a pretty big, it's got to be at least in double digits. And this one has a way less body count. They really do focus on like the conspiracy angle and the government, like the political angle of it and stuff. And, you know, they kind of get all into that angle and shit. And I don't think it really loses a lot. I actually like what it does with it and stuff, but I would like to see a little bit more kills.
Yeah, I definitely would have liked to see some more violence.
Yeah. It just feels like it's very far in between in this one. But
yeah.
Although Frank,
even if you just, I thought it was going to build to like one insane scene at the end, and I just never got there.
Yeah. There's a really great scene where the guy, I think the father of, you know, the mongoloid baby that Frank is, you know, kind of protecting or trying to protect and shit like that. And he's like, do you think that water, or do you think that pool is all safe to go swimming in? He's like, yeah, it probably is. Just don't drink the water. Thought that was kind of funny, but there's a really great scene where he jumps into the pool and it pans over and it says swim at your own risk. Just shit like that. I thought that was really cool. So, because it was definitely risky. So
I would drink it. They'll tell me not to do something, so I'll do it.
Yeah, they kind of throw like the whole God thing in here too. It's like, you know, they talk about believing in God, and I mean, I like when the cop says, "I don't believe in God. I don't believe in God." I mean, really, I mean, if you're a believer, if you believe in God, are you believing in this shit? You think this is God creation? Like, I don't want to get too fucking preachy about it and stuff like that, but there's some people that will look at this and be like, "Oh, this is God's way. This is God's will." And I look at like a mongoloid like that, and I'm like, nah, bro, we're putting chemicals in our shit. That ain't God. Why would God fucking, I mean, if you believe in that shit and you believe in all that, you know, all that type of stuff, why would he be doing that? Why would he be creating that?
Just the way
it goes back to the Garden of Eden.
Yeah, I would say just to like play devil's advocate, maybe like it's supposed to like they can perceive it as a test. Like, how does
but at this point in humanity, that's what I'm talking about. At this point in humanity, like we've established humanity.
If this was really happening, it'd be like, dude, like we're fucking putting some crazy chemicals that I don't know we can come back from.
Mm-hmm. But this one definitely focuses a lot on like the fraternal elements and stuff like that. You know, the love and all that type of shit. I think this one kind of stretches out that aspect a little bit more too. I mean, it does in the first film too, but you know, it does a lot here too. They definitely bring that up a lot. So, what do you got on this one, JP? Thoughts?
Pretty much gave them at the beginning. I think it's a pretty decent follow-up. I like how they continued the story. You get a little bit more baby action in this one. You know, like all sequels should have a little bit more carnage, you know.
It doesn't. That's the thing. The body count's actually way less in this movie.
Yeah, but you see more.
You definitely see the baby a lot more. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Because like the first movie, it's like all off-screen shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, this. I think it's a good natural progression. I do agree with Tyler somewhat that it's like sort of like more of the same. And it doesn't really do too much different, but it does feel like it expands upon what they started in the first one.
I think what it does different, it brings in the whole government aspect and the whole kind of conspiracy angle, and it's trying to like, I think it's almost like it's trying to devise a plan that just doesn't work. You know what I mean? Like going around fucking executing these things is just from the outside looking in. You're looking at this going as an outsider going, that's not going to work, bro. This is going to go on forever. You know, it's like, but I mean, it's typical government fuck up, right?
Typical government fuck up.
Right. I mean, you can do this shit for years, spend millions of dollars, and then at the end of the day, there's millions of mongoloids around now. had it just nipped it in the butt. So, yeah.
Who's up? Me? I think I'm up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually think this is a very solid follow-up. I think a big part of it is I was like genuinely surprised that it was like straight faced and stuff, and I was like, man, I like this. So I'm going to give it a 8 out of 10.
Yeah, I'm at 8 out of 10 also.
I'm gonna give it 5. I'm gonna give it 5.5.
What the fuck? What is so like? Okay, well that's still rated.
It's average.
I don't think so. I think it actually it does it hold its own merit.
Like it's fine. That's where I'm at. It's fine.
It's good.
I mean, even without more carnage and stuff, I think it does some pretty good things. Kind of. I think it expands on it a little bit. It just makes it more broader. I like the idea of it making broader because the original film feels like it's kind of isolated until it's not. We find out at the end that there's, this baby that was born in Seattle and stuff like that. And, and that's one part of the film that we never really talked about because the other lead cop that's in this film, played by, what the fuck's that guy's name? John Marley. We find out later in some exposition that he actually was the father of the baby that was born in Seattle. So I think that's kind of interesting too. So he's got an ulterior motive too because he was kind of in the same boat as Frank from the first film. It's like we had this mongoloid baby and stuff, but he kind of took it one step further. He wasn't taking a step. Well, I should say he's not taking a step backwards. He was rolling with the punches, man. And fucking, he was on a rampage to kill all these things and stuff like that. So, different side of the coin, man. But, yeah, I think it's pretty solid. 8 out of 10.
Cool.
Right. All right. So that is going to be It Lives Again from 1978.
Remember the babies? They found a place to put them. Now they're growing up. And they want to come home. And they're hungry. It's Alive Part 3, Island of the Alive. Don't see it alone.
All right, so moving into 1987 with It's Alive 3. Yeah, 9 years later. Island of the Alive.
Which this title and cover made me think that it was going to be like super goofy. Like I always thought that.
I know. Like, I mean, the subtitle Island of the Alive, it just screams it's going to be comedy, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of funny, actually.
I actually put off watching this when I first got the sex. I was like, this is going to be fucking stupid.
I just pictured it like the baby is like at some resort or something.
Just the
like
island, like, okay. It's like, oh, there's an island of them now. Jesus Christ.
By the way, I do got to clarify something. I did misspeak. It was actually this movie which should have made sense to me, judging by when Return of Salem's Lot came out, but it was this movie that he went to go pitch a House of Wax remake that he wanted to do, Larry Cohen, and Warner Brothers was not interested. But wanted him to make another It's Alive film, and he said he would if they gave him another film to do as well, and that's when he shot this and Return to Salem's Lot back to back.
Interesting. All right, so 1987's It's Alive 3. We've got Michael Moriarty, who is Larry Cohen's staple. He's in a bunch of his films. We got Karen Black. James Dixon returns as Lieutenant Perkins. We've got Garrett Graham in the film, too.
I like that guy.
I mean, right there. I mean, if you saw him in the cast, if you had just seen him coming off of TerrorVision, you'd be like, okay, this movie's going to be goofy as shit. Kind of funny. But he's not really he plays a lawyer in the film. He's not really in a whole lot, but I mean, those scenes are still pretty good. Synopsis to the film. What do we got written here? The monster babies have been placed by court order on a deserted island. so that they can live out their lives as far away from normal humans as possible without killing them. Enraged by the cynicism towards and the exploitation of the monster babies by both the legal system and the media, the man who is responsible for them leads an expedition to the island in order to free them. So Michael Moriarty is our main character here, and he's basically the centerpiece where, you know, again, this movie kind of, it almost fully disregards the first thing. This movie feels like it's an isolated thing because he's kind of famous because he had this monster baby. Like he had this fucking mongoloid baby and shit like that. But anyways, he's on trial with this shit and stuff like that. Anyways, the courts basically say that, you know, they're going to put all these babies onto an island where they can go live out their shit away from everybody, of course, because, you know, they're deemed all fucking, you know, they're dangerous and shit like that. This is such a weird sequel to me because, again, like I'm watching this film and I hadn't seen it in a few years and I'm like, why is this not directly connected to the second one? I guess Larry Cohen must have thought that like he couldn't elevate the story feeding off the first two a little more and just like continue the story. You know what I mean? So he kind of starts, it's still set in the same kind of world, but this one feels like it's an isolated story a little bit about.
I think they reference the first film in the courtroom area.
I don't know if they do or not. I feel like they don't. I feel like they're referencing Michael Moriarty. He's an actor and like, you know, he's, I don't know, man. I feel like it was about because there's a lot of people that keep coming up to him being like, oh, you're that guy that fucking, you know, that monster baby and shit like that. I'm like, why would he be so, I mean, if there was other incidences that were known very publicly and internationally, why the fuck is he such a staple
because
in
maybe
the story?
They fucking snuffed him out.
Yeah.
And now it's back again.
I mean, it is a bunch of years later too. I don't know. Maybe people had forgot about the past.
Yeah.
Maybe they forgot about it, but it does feel like the story is a little bit more isolated and it kind of revolves around this. Even though I think the natural progression for the court system and the, you know, the political and the powers that be would be like, okay, well, we fucked up by trying to exterminate these things and they keep being born. So what we can do is we can just put them on an island.
But it doesn't happen that way really, because
it doesn't.
They don't really know how to handle it. And
yeah,
if it's not for Moriarty's character, they might have just exterminated it.
Yeah. That's the point of this character.
That's actually like I think that's the best scene in the whole movie actually, is when he's sort of like showcases and begs for them to not kill his baby.
Kill the baby, yeah. I love when he's talking.
I think that's a natural progression of the questions that are asked in the first two films too. Like, make a choice. You know, do we destroy them? Do we let them live? You know, I think that's...
But I mean, the natural progression also is to get so politicized and become so political and, you know, lawful and stuff like that too. Like, what do we do with this shit? Like, what do we do? Right.
Yeah.
So
actually,
it's literally in the court system.
Right?
It's literally in the court system. That's crazy. So it got super politicized.
Here's a quote from Cohen on this scene. He said that scene was really what this film was about, whether or not society was going to permit these creatures to live or it would destroy them.
Right.
Such an important question would have to be decided by a jury's prudence. And so the idea of beginning our story with a courtroom trial made perfect sense to me. I like the idea of commencing the film with a direct moral question.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was a legitimate and challenging opening, as the monster's very existence was at stake.
Yeah, and it's honestly it's done pretty well though too, because it plays off the first couple films too with, you know, the instinct and, you know, the whole love aspect of, you know, having an offspring and stuff. Like he was scared shitless of his baby, but the baby knew that he was the father and he wasn't going to hurt him. Right. Because we've seen that in the first couple of films, and he realizes that. Yeah. And there's a really great dialogue where he's talking to the baby and he's like, man, you know, he's like, this fucking asshole is going to win this case, man. You know, he's talking to Gary Graham, and I'm like, that's fucking awesome, man. It's a really good monologue. It's pretty good. But ultimately, you know, they end up they win. I mean, they don't terminate the babies and then end up putting them on the island and shit like that.
On the fucking island, which is so fucking kooky that only the U.S. court system could come up with that. But it's funny here because we were talking about how we were progressing through our series, our unofficial series that we created, where we started out with genitals and then moved on to pregnancy and then babies. This film actually like naturally progresses us into the next stage, which is like child. Like, you know, into like because it's really funny that they went there with this movie, because it's like basically what happens is the babies like develop way faster than normal humans, so they're like 5-6 years old and they're able to like basically have kids of their own.
That's why they look huge in this movie, right? Because they're overdeveloped.
I kind of get where Cohen was coming with that, because it's like, it's kind of what Tyler said, where it's like, do you really do like the same thing again, or like, let's try something different? And it's like, let's make it to where we see like what would happen if they were able to continue living. And that's what he came up with here with a more like grown up looking.
I think they mentioned that in the second film though too, about how their rapid growth is excelling and stuff like that. And then we get to actually see that in this, right?
I almost wish like you could have done something like that, and like if you could have taken out the Goofy Island stuff and just like maybe like gone deeper into the conspiracy, and then like you find out the government's had one of these in captivity for 5 years, and it ends up being like,
I was actually thinking that too, like that there was like almost like a nursery of these mutated babies that they were studying, and then
it makes them seem smarter that way, because they're actually doing what they're supposed to be and they're learning about these things, but they're like they're trying to like pull the wool over the public about the existence of these things and what they're doing with them.
It would have made sense instead of just throwing them on an island, just like let them live out their fucking lives.
That's where
it almost seems like it's kind of a waste, but you know,
it also like makes me take that whole like accelerated growth thing just like less seriously, because the island is just like goofy.
What are they eating like?
But you know what this movie is, man? It's like it's almost like King Kong. It's almost like King Kong, where you got like King Kong's on the island and they take this expedition there to go and fucking, you know, save King Kong or grab the fucking babies and shit. It's literally King Kong done with these mongoloid babies. It's absolutely hilarious. You know what's another really funny part in this movie, man? With Michael Moriarty's character, when he picks up that girl and he's having sex and she recognizes him and shit, and he's like, oh yeah, you know, it's like, I'm an actor, you know, I did commercials and blah 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 and stuff. And then they finally reveal how she knows him. It's like, oh, you're that guy who had that mongoloid baby and stuff. And
she's
like
talking all this shit about him.
She fucking freaks out and she's like backing up and she's screaming down. And she's like, you should fucking not, you know, you should tell people before, you know, you touch them who you are and blah blah blah. She's talking about fucking AIDS. It's the fucking AIDS, because it was right at the time in 1987 where this was a huge thing. And it's literally doing like the AIDS epidemic right there. And I'm like, that is fucking wild. He threw that into the film. Like, that's insane to me. But yeah, it's kind of funny. Like, you know, you think when you're watching this film, you know, it's like fucking, it's basically kind of King Kong. You think it would get really, really goofy. It's not as goofy as you think it is. It actually
it's not. It's a touch more goofy than the first two. But I think that's also because it came out in the late 80s. Versus the 70s.
And I also think that like when you throw in the narrative of these, you know, these babies growing at a rapid pace and stuff, now they're really big. They kind of look like oversized dwarfs a little bit, you know, in a sense. So they
look like garbage pail kids or something.
They kind of do a little bit, but the core narrative with them is kind of interesting too, because I think Tyler, you said you had a problem in the third act, and I bet you it's because they came off the island, right?
I mean,
is that your biggest problem with
They
it?
didn't want them on the island to begin with.
Well, I'm just saying.
Not necessarily, just the whole idea of the island to begin with. Us just kind of like.
But it's making fun of the government being fucking stupid. This is how stupid the government. This is their way of dealing with the situations, just putting them on an island and letting them live. That's retarded. Like, it's so stupid to do that, and it's inhumane to do that too. It's like you're just gonna let them go and die. It's insane. It's literally insane. But I mean, it's kind of interesting because if you had a problem, I mean, I would have loved to have seen the story just kind of stay on the island and work it out there, but it's not what it's about. It's about.
I thought it was just
I would like it to be either or. Like,
It's
either
a-
don't
well-
put them on the island or set the fucking movie on the island.
Well, the story with the babies, the reason why they want to get back to the mainland and stuff is because, you know, it's that whole fraternal thing, right? I mean, they want to go find their mom and dad and stuff like that. But in this case, they were literally dying. And, you know, they were reproducing there at this point. That's one thing in the storyline that's actually kind of funny, that they were reproducing. And they realized that they were all actually starting to die off and shit like that. So, you know, pass on the baby to, you know, their actual parents and stuff, the people that they trusted, because it's that whole fraternal love thing, right? And I thought that was kind of an interesting concept because, you know, they weren't what the public eye, you know, deemed them as. You know, they were really just trying to survive at this point too, but they couldn't. So, you know, the whole evolution thing was actually disproved here. You know, they weren't, you know, one thing about this movie, when I first watched this years ago, I always thought the storyline was going to turn into some military experiment where we're going to use these, you know, these mongoloid babies as weapons. They were going to, the government was going to develop them as weapons. And they could have done this in this narrative too, put them on an island, you know, kind of like develop them as fucking these crazy war weapons and shit like that. But, you know, Cohen knows better. I mean, that's the obvious thing to do with this. But again, it was about, you know, the fraternal shit. And that's why when they came back to the, you know, to the mainland and stuff, you know, they hand off the baby and shit like that. It was about survival. So, you know, it's not done as well as the other films emotionally wise, but I'm still getting the point here. You know, it's a little goofy, especially when you put in the whole fucking King Kong aspect. Is kind of funny to me, but I mean, we get to see a helicopter explode in this film. That's pretty cool. Cohen did some explosions in this one. Pretty awesome.
I'll blow her up.
Bro, when the fucking hunters show up at the island and it just like turns into surviving the game. They stalk the island forest, man. Let's go get them. I'm like, what the fuck is this? This is crazy. It's absolutely insane, but it's not even done like in a super comical way. You're just like, you actually feel bad for them. You're like, really?
They should have just had those
They're just
guys
being
show
hunted.
up and like let the babies run carnage on them.
They do elevate the Mongoloids in this film a little bit. Because Michael Moriarty, he's like, they can read my mind like through ESP, and they're communicating through like telepathy and stuff like that. So, you know, I guess there was this element of evolution a little bit and stuff, but, you know, all in all, you still can't live on an island and survive, I guess. But so I could see some people thinking that this movie was like, I don't know, man. Would people argue this thing as being like a pro-life film or like a pro-choice thing, or
Probably hard
Pro-life.
to see it, but I would think pro-life.
Yeah.
I would think the series in general is pro-life.
Yeah, probably.
right?
I don't know if like that reflects what Cohen feels, but I think if you had to pick one or the other,
That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, are people interpreting this as like pro? I mean, a lot of people here when they, you know, like the pro-life thing, it's like, oh, that's a bad fucking thing. It's pro-life. But I mean, that's in reference to like abortion and stuff like that, though, too, right? If you're pro-life, you're being pretty crazy with that shit. So
it could also just be like pro not killing things after they're born.
Yeah.
Right. Just, I mean, that's a different way of saying not pro-life, but or pro-life. I mean, in a sense. I mean, in a sense, it's kind of a way of just genocide, really. Again, going back to the Nazi thing, you're throwing people on an island. I mean, they're essentially killing them, right? Just not doing it on the spot. That was the government loophole right there in the court system, right? We can't go hospital to hospital and execute these things, but we can throw them on an island and wait it out.
Yes.
Right? It's a fucking loop. It's a fucking loophole, bro.
It's a concentration camp.
It is, exactly. Going back to the Nazi thing, it's a concentration camp. A really fancy, kind of tropical one. So I do like the designs on these, man. I think it kind of it's comical, but it's funny too. It kind of makes sense because, like I said, they're supposed to be a little bit older in this too, right? They've rapidly grown. They're supposed to be 4 or 5 years old. I think they say they're 5 years old in this, right?
I think that's how old they actually are. But I think they're supposed to be like...
Yeah. No, I'm saying they were 5 years old, but they've rapidly grown until they're like, I think they said 6 times or whatever. So they're like 30. But in reality, they were, 5 years old kind of thing. So, but I do think that Karen Black was completely miscast in this film, or just at least misused. Like a name like Karen Black just is like Michael Moriarty's fucking, I guess, ex-wife, still married. I don't know. They're a couple or whatever. She's obviously on the run from him, apparently. Separate herself after having these mongoloid babies and shit like that. But I don't know, man. I just thought it was a weird role for her to take because she doesn't really have much to do in the film besides play this kind of like bar worker and, the mother of this mongoloid and shit. Mm-hmm. Kind of miscast a little bit. Kind of a shame because I love Karen Black. I think she's excellent in a lot of shit that she does. So that was kind of a weird choice for me, but yeah. So, yeah, I was watching this film yesterday and I was thinking to myself going, Tyler's going to give this like 3 out of 10. He fucking hates this movie. Like I'm halfway through this. He's like, he hates this movie.
I'm not that low.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot worse movies than this.
I mean, the thing is, it's not.
I've seen a lot worse movies than this in the past 2 days.
Well, yeah. I mean, this movie itself, though, like it's not. Again, it's Coen. It's not poorly made at all. I mean, it's got its statements. It's got its commentaries and stuff. It's, it's fine. I think it still fits in. It's. I wouldn't say it's a perfect bookend for the trilogy, but all in all. It was the 80s, a little bit goofy. 87 had a lot of comedies in it, though, too. And with that said, I mean, this one isn't straight up comedy, but, it has its moments. So, I mean, it's got mongoloid breastfeeding in it. That's kind of fun.
Yeah, that's hot.
The baby breastfeeding on the titties. Come on, man. Pretty fun. So, anyways, what do you got on this one, Tyler?
4.5.
It's me.
Skip the.
No, I meant like. Do you have anything else to say on it?
Nah.
Got nothing. Why'd you hate it so much?
It's just hokey. Doesn't do it for me.
Hokey. Is that a real word?
Yeah.
Are you making shit up?
It's like goofy. No, it's like goofy.
It's real.
Yeah, I know hokey's a real word. I just don't understand how it applies to Island of the Alive. It's dead serious. Okay, so It's Alive 3, Island of the Alive. I like this movie. I actually have a lot of fun with it. I wish Garrett Graham was in the film a little bit more. I think the opening court scene is really good. I think there's some really good dialogue in that film, and it really does set the tone of the film. It's definitely not, like I said, it's definitely not a perfect, end to the trilogy kind of thing, but I think it does what it's trying to do. And I'm just thankful that it didn't turn into Basket Case 3 with song and dance and being overly goofy and shit. You know what I mean?
I might have liked that more, to be honest, because I like Garrett Graham and he's good at that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I wish he was in the film a little bit more, to be honest.
Yeah, like if you gave Garrett Graham a better part and let him do some Garrett Graham stuff, that could have been nice.
I just think this would have been such a one-off, though, because the first 2 films are so dead serious. Like this one has a little bit of comedic stuff in it, but it's not like a full-blown comedy at all. Like it's still packing, some commentary, and it's still telling you something and shit like that. I mean, it's still got that, that political.
You could have kept all that and I guess could have livened up. I don't know, because that would be better for Karen Black too. Give her something to do. She does well in movies like that. Michael Moriarty plays there. I think they missed the boat turning up the funnies on this one.
Oh, they definitely could have played it up a little bit more for sure, man. You know why they call me Mo? Because I always want Mo money. Michael Moriarty from The Stuff. It's just cheesy shit like that I love. But I actually really I think this movie is kind of fun. I love the design that Dan Fry did on the Mongoloids and stuff. And I think they even there's like stop motion in this too, which is pretty cool. I'm a big fan of stop motion. I think there's a few scenes where they use stop motion and shit. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like stop motion. I'll give us credit for that. I really don't like the way like the Mongoloids look in this. The little one, even though the stop motion was cool, he just fucking jacked like right at the beginning. I like the way the adult ones looked.
Yeah, but I mean, they're supposed to be older and bigger and shit. Like, if that's like, how are they supposed to look?
I don't know. They just looked awkward to me. Like, it kind of like when I saw them, I kind of laughed a little.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that, but I just took it as they're supposed to be older and they're growing at a rapid pace. So it's like, I mean, they're going to be even fugly. They're getting even
I mean, it's like it's not an easy thing to do, especially because like you don't have any reference. Like you're magic of themselves. And it's easy for me to like laugh at it, but I mean, it just is what it is.
Dude, I love the scene when they get on the boat and Michael Moriarty's like driving the boat and he has no idea what the fuck he's doing, and the camera pans out and the whole fucking boat is just loaded with bodies. Like the whole fucking thing has just been slaughtered, and they're like taking these bodies down into like the bottom of the boat and shit like that. But I think the most terrifying thing ever is the part where they throw Michael Moriarty over the boat and he's like floating on that fucking door. Dude, the cinematography is fucking insane in that part because he's literally like in the middle of the ocean. They pan out and there's this like wide shot and he's sitting there in the middle of the ocean, nothing around. I'm like, that's fucking terrifying. No life jacket, nothing. I'm like, fuck that. It's crazy. Shit like that kind of terrifies me, but would that not scare the shit out of you guys? Are you guys still with me? You guys listening?
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah.
Fuck that part, man. That's fucking ridiculous. I mean, I've been on the ocean before, man. That's not a safe fucking place. I've been on the ocean lots of times, but floating on a fucking door, bro, that's crazy shit. No way. Anyways, I thought that was really funny that they did that too. They just like threw him overboard and he's floating on a fucking door. It's kind of crazy. But anyways, I give this one 7. I enjoy it. I think it's fun. Tyler.
4.5.
JP.
7. What'd you give it?
7.
Well, dude, we've lined up perfectly.
You guys are twinning all episode.
You know what, man? It's a solid trilogy, in my opinion. I think these are all definitely watchable films, and they're actually quite fun to watch back to back. You know, especially with the continuation of 1 and 2. This one's feels like a little offbeat, but you know, more ways than one. But it's definitely, it doesn't even have a comedy tag on it. So this one is okay for Dave Z to watch.
Yes.
No comedy tag. All right.
No comedy tag. Proved.
Anyways, that's going to conclude It's Alive 3, Island of the Alive from 1987.
Lenore, the anesthesiologist, is going to prep you now, and then we'll count you down, okay?
All right. So moving into 2009. We have the remake of It's Alive titled It's Alive. You guys ever seen this one before?
Nope.
No.
Oh, man. All right. So synopsis. A baby born to a human couple turns out to be a mutant monster with an appetite to kill when scared. Yeah, I don't really think I needed to read that, but so do we consider this a Christmas movie?
Of course.
Yep. Yeah, technically.
It takes place all around holidays.
That's like one of the first things I thought of.
It might even be in my running for next.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
This guy's full of jokes. Full of jokes, man. We could have used that in part 3.
Yep.
Them jokes, man. Could lighten it up a little bit.
I could have made it. Yep.
All right, so It's Alive from 2009. Yes, I'd seen this once before. Like I said, I'd rented it once. This one's starring Bijou Phillips, James Murray. I think that's who I know in this film. Who else is in this fucking thing?
I just know Bijou.
Yeah, Bijou Phillips. Yeah, I think isn't that dude a fucking British guy? but he's doing American accent. James Murray, I think he's British, actually. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's British. Put on American accent in this one. Yeah, of course, she was like from Almost Famous, Hostel Part 2. She's also in Bully. What else was she in? I know I've seen her in other stuff too. Oh yeah, she was in Choke. I love Choke.
She's in this really shitty movie with Anne Hathaway called Havoc.
Oh, I have never seen that one.
It's fucking terrible. Like I feel bad for Anne Hathaway like having to be in that movie because it came out like right after those like princess movies, so she was clearly like trying to break the mold. She like shows her tits in it and everything.
Oh shit!
She was young, and this movie sucks. It is fucking terrible.
She's in a lot of random movies, man. Like she was in Black and White, which actually I kind of like that movie. It's got a banger fucking soundtrack, man. Black and White soundtrack.
She must have just been so desperate to like escape that like princess stuff.
Of course. I think that's why she has like random horror films in here, random like. Well, she was also in Choke. You've seen Choke before too, right?
I haven't seen Choke. I don't know what that is actually.
You've never seen Choke?
No, I gotta look it up right now. I don't know what that is.
Dude, it's awesome, man.
2008.
Yeah, it's fucking great, man.
Sam Rockwell's in this too.
It's that Chuck Palahniuk and Nick guy do whatever he wrote the fucking movie.
I thought you were saying Anne Hathaway was in this movie.
No. This is fucking great, man. Sam Rockwell.
Yeah, I haven't seen much of Bijou in it, just like the ones you named.
I like this movie. It's really good. Anyways, yeah, not much for cast. This movie is actually quite short, man. It only runs about 80 minutes long. I was kind of shocked by the running time on this one.
Thank God.
Dude. So we just did a March Madness playoff bracket of remakes. I don't even think this one was even on the bracket, was it?
No, I think we just
we cut it.
Yeah,
I think
we cut this one.
It was definitely mentioned.
Yeah, it was cut for good reason.
I think we were kind of unsure if it was an actual like remake or just the same title, but clearly
no. I'd seen it before. I knew it was a remake.
You had seen it back then?
Yeah. No, I rented this back when it came out.
Oh,
yeah.
Getting money back.
Yeah. No, I think I might have said that it wasn't even worthy of being on there, from what I could gather, and I think my calculations were absolutely 100% correct. So it's kind of interesting, man. Like you're doing a remake of a movie that has a pretty solidified commentary to it and stuff. It's really interesting. And I think I mentioned it before about like how this movie, I think like the only commentary you can really pull from this is like, I don't know, protect yourself when you're having sex. Don't get pregnant.
It's a soulless ripoff.
It really is, man. It's one of those fucking movies where what causes the mutation in this movie is basically Bijou taking like a plan B. Like she wants to have an abortion, and it's like the way of, you take these plan B pills and it basically just kind of flushes out the fetus kind of thing. But of course it does not work, and she ends up having this baby, and it turns out to be a mongoloid. So I don't really know what kind of full fucking commentary they're trying to, if they're trying to do anything, but that's what they're saying in the film. Like it was the drugs that caused this kind of fucking problem and stuff like that. This is one of the most lifeless and soulless movies I have seen in so fucking long. God, this thing is bad.
This thing's miserable.
It is so fucking bad. JP, I am so ashamed and pissed off at you right now that we can't add this to the fucking Hall of Pain, because I know that's where it's going. We
could still add it to the Hall of Pain.
Yeah, but we're missing. I think we're missing a few.
We're definitely missing like 4 or 5 years worth. But
yeah,
I don't think there's that many in those.
Not many not Hall of Painters, but there's definitely Hall of Famers. But yeah, man, this movie is just fuck me, man. I don't even know, like it's bad. It's really fucking bad. You know what really pisses me off about this movie is the whole psychiatrist angle. So the movie basically starts out the same way the original It's Alive starts. She's having a baby. People get murdered. The thing is, she doesn't remember a fucking thing because she was put under by the anesthesiologist. And so they call in the police call in the psychiatrist to basically talk to Bijou's character about remembering what exactly happened, because they don't have any leads on the murders. And of course, no one's going to be concluding that a fucking infant slaughtered an entire operating room. Right. So anyways, they call in a psychiatrist to basically kind of hypnotize her and, you know, bring out, you know, the truth of what she knows and stuff like that. And it just kind of keeps playing on this, and it's not really going anywhere because she's fighting it off and stuff, because subconsciously she knows exactly what's happened. And it's done so shitty in this movie too, where, you know, like, it's never like fully revealed to us that she completely knows what's going on, or is she just being super ignorant to the fact of like, well, it's my baby couldn't have done anything like that. And it just keeps going.
She's just pretty casual about.
Yeah, she's super casual.
Animals.
What kind of fucking mom goes into her infant's room and finds a dead fox or cat or whatever the fuck the animal was?
It started with a bird,
and then goes, oh, and just throws it outside. Like, where the fuck did there's no, no one's. The only other kid in the house is in a fucking wheelchair. He's not doing this as a joke. The husband's not around. And that's the other thing that pisses me off about this film. When they kind of conclude that it might be the baby doing this shit, the husband's still like, well, it's okay. Like, he's so nonchalant about it. Like, just
everyone is really unconcerned about like this baby eating animals.
Insanely unconcerned. Like, there's so many animals that get slaughtered in this movie. You're just like, what the fuck is going, like,
completely unbothered.
It's like she's completely hypnotized. Like, and she's not even hypnotized by the psychiatrist. It's like she's hypnotized in her own mind because she's being so ignorant to the fact. She doesn't want to accept this reality that her baby is, you know, doing these atrocious crimes and shit like that. It's so stupid the way it plays out. It's fucking so dumb. There's no emotion in this film whatsoever. Like, that's one thing I love about the first two films of the It's Alive trilogy, is that, you know, it really does play on your emotions a lot, and it shows that comfort level, and it shows that, you know, that bond and all this type of shit. And it's just like, there's nothing in this film, hence the soulless remake. There's literally nothing in this movie that you could actually pull from it that would have an ounce of soul. It's like the writer or / director had never fucking seen the source material at all, or at least didn't understand the job. Like, I don't really understand what the fuck they were going for here. You guys pipe up, man. I don't understand what was trying to accomplish here.
They just fucking came. They just made some soulless fucking movie for a paycheck off a template.
I think even Larry Cohen even said, like, this movie was fucking terrible. Like, it was
fucking terrible. It was like the most generic killer baby movie possible. Did this come out after that movie Grace? Because it seems like they were kind of ripping off that movie.
It may have actually come out. This is 2009, right? I think Grace came out. I think Grace is after. Actually,
it seemed like it wanted to be that movie so bad.
Someone Google that shit. I think Grace might be in the 2010s, I think, if I'm not mistaken, but I don't know.
Yeah. It's just boring. There's fucking nothing happens. Like, it goes back to the thing too. We talked about, it's 2009. It's like came out the same year, but it goes back to the same thing with like people just acting fucking like brain dead stupid in movies. Like, I don't understand like how this woman can just find like dead animals. Like,
well, it's like her brain went to mush after she had the baby. It's like she can't accept, like, you're not. Like, you're not so traumatized. Like, it doesn't even play off like she was traumatized. She was played off like she just didn't give a fuck. Like, I don't remember what the fuck happened. Like, she's showcasing to us, like, it literally seems like she has no idea. But then you're watching the way she's dealing with these situations is like dead animals in the crib, animals around. Like, who the fuck is doing this? There's no one there but a kid in a fucking wheelchair. This is retarded. Like, it is the dumbest setup to a movie. And it really does kind of just play off like it's a complete killer baby movie. Like, it's trying to say nothing. It's doing nothing but doing shitty ass fucking CG kills. And oh my God, the baby, the CG.
Oh my God, the CG baby. Oh,
dude, fuck my life on the CG baby. That's another strike against this motherfucker. At least, you know, like, you know, obviously in the 70s and 80s, we have practical effects and stuff, but like, why not just do some practical shit? Like, I get it, man. It was that era, that late 2000s was really bad for CG and shit when they didn't have to.
Would have been better than that.
Yeah, dude, it was really bad. Like that scene where it comes, it there's a jump scare. And that's the other thing. It's that era of jump scares too, where they're so cheeseball, fucking cornball, fucking jump scares. Yeah. But it jumps out. I did too, man. I was like, oh my God. I remembered that was the one thing I remembered from this film was how bad the baby looked. And when it happened, when you get to see it, I was like, yeah, my mind wasn't playing tricks on me, man. I was not ghetto boys in this shit, bro. So like, I remembered it specifically because it was so damn bad. That is one horrible looking fucking CG design. That was terrible.
Yeah, it was really fucking bad.
Yeah, but like the way this whole thing plays out, like give me a fucking break. You. So they try to pull you in and try to ooze in this element of emotional substance into the fucking film. And I fucking screamed at my computer last night. I was like, oh my God, this is so bad. It's like the dude that wrote this movie didn't speak English. Maybe English was like his fourth language. And this is what he wrote down. And this is what he came to. Like the end of the movie where she grabs the baby after all the shit's been going down and shit. And she walks into the inferno and like, what the, are you fucking with me? Why would you do that?
Oh, that was, oh my God. The thing about that too, and like they do that, they have like, they light it up, they fucking crank the score. And like, I remember, and then like it pans out. I just remember thinking here, like, dude, they think they did something with that ending.
That's what I'm saying. They're trying to showcase this level of this emotional level that, you know, but the problem is with doing something like that, you hadn't captured the crowd all for fucking 79 minutes. We were laughing at you for 79 minutes. You're not going to capture us now. You fucking dumb shit. Get your fucking head out of your ass and write something fucking better, you piece of shit.
I immediately felt like they were trying to position her as like the sympathetic like protector, but they just like don't do anything to establish that.
No, it's that whole emotional connection. It's that fraternal thing. It's like, it's my baby. I'm going down with the fucking ship. Bro, this is not the Titanic, bro. Your baby was killing people. Throw it in the inferno and go to McDonald's and get yourself a fucking cheeseburger. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is bullshit. You're not going to go down with the fucking ship.
Yeah.
Like, she didn't have any connection to it. She was scared from what we gathered through the whole movie. Like, she knew something was wrong. You're not emotionally connected to this fucking mongoloid because there was nothing there to start with. The father was so disconnected. He was so disconnected that when he finally realizes, he's like, it's okay. It's okay.
I loved when like
that's what he did.
The father was talking to the baby and the cop was chasing him. He's like, "It's a goddamn baby, Frank." That shit fucking cracked up.
Fuck me, man. Like, I can't even understand how fucking movies like this get greenlit. But Cohen couldn't make a House of Wax remake?
They have the
what
they already
the
have
fuck?
The rights.
I'm pretty sure that he wouldn't have fucked that up as bad as they fucked this up.
Yeah, they probably have the rights to it, and they're like, all right, let's like make some.
How the fuck did they get the rights to it?
And they probably had it like in some sort of, I don't know enough about rights to tell you how, but they probably had it just like as a matter of fact, like, all right, let's make this shit, and they just gave it to some like
who was the production company on this shit? Because you know what's really funny actually, when they were doing the production credits and stuff in the beginning of the film, it said Amicus. It's got to be a different company. It literally says Amicus in the production companies here. Amicus Entertainment, which that's not the Amicus that we know and love. But I thought there was in Millennium Films. Yeah, fuck off. Foresight Unlimited. Yeah, you don't see shit. Signature Pictures. Get the fuck out of here. This is so like
even aside from just that part of the movie, I fucking hate the way this movie looks. It has that shitty digital washed out look. Everything is lit like shit except for like these harsh lights that are just in the middle of every fucking scene. Bijou is not a good actress. She gets put in movies and acts up and takes her shirt off. That's what they put her in movies for. And she doesn't do any of that in this movie.
No, she doesn't show her titties in this movie. I was like, damn.
That's what you hire her for. She's not actually really a good actor. She fits us typecast. But she did.
No, I've never actually thought she was that great either. I thought the other girl in the movie was better and hotter. she just such a way. She shows up just to die, you know, after the college thing and stuff. And I'm like, oh my God, it's
like not bad in a fun way either. It's just like
no, this is legitimately one of those movies where it's actually so bad. It's not even bad. It's pathetic. This
miserable.
miserable, soulless, sloth, fucking this. It's horrible. I mean, fucking so dumb. It's so bad. How did you guys watch this movie, by the way?
YouTube. It's on YouTube.
Yeah, I watched on YouTube too. Like I noticed like the kill scenes, they always seemed like they were fading in and out and shit. I was like, what the fuck is that about? Like the weirdest editing going on in those. I was like, the fuck? I don't know if it was just, I mean, the length of the movie was the same, so I don't think it was edited. I think it's just the way they did it, but it's terrible.
Yep. Hot ass.
So JP, got anything to say on this one? We haven't heard you speak.
I was just letting you go. I was also like very annoyed because I haven't been on like the Spotify / creators like portal in a long time. I mean, I uploaded shows recently, but I didn't like look at analytics or anything. They fucking changed everything. You can't even, unless I'm missing something, you can't even fucking see your top 5, like your top episodes anymore. Like, and that just like pisses me off to no end. And then something
they did that in YouTube weird. Also. If you go into like upload videos, like I uploaded one today, and it doesn't show like anything. It just shows like a couple things. You have to like go into analytics. You got to break down everything. I'm like, fuck, I'm not looking at any of this shit, man.
And something also weird happened where on one day on July 6th, between July 6th and July 8th, we had like,
is that a word? Is that a number? 8th?
July 6th and July 8th. What do you mean?
Okay. You said 8th. I don't think there was a T in there the first time you said it, so I was confused.
Oh, anyway, between those two dates, so 500 to another, that's 455. We had like 6,000 hits in like a course of 2 days, which is like, I've never even seen that before.
Hey, on like what shows?
It doesn't tell you. That's what pisses me off.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So how do you? So like, it just shows you like your total hits.
Yeah, like we literally had like 6,000. Like I've seen as high as like 1,000 in a day, but like we didn't even publish anything that month. So that's what's like weird to me. Is like one of our shows had to have gotten like shared somewhere or something.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's probably. I bet you know what it probably is. It's probably the Ilsa show from fucking 12 years ago.
Yeah,
that one like
so I was like
blew
just
up.
like sitting here like for like 20 minutes trying to figure out how to operate this new like statistics, and it just pissed me off.
Yeah, I hate when they change it. Like I said with YouTube, they did the same thing, and it's all you can't even see. Like it's funny when you go into like your managed videos and stuff, you can't see like likes or dislikes or any, like it just has like nothing there. And I'm like, what the fuck is it? And like it has like nothing anymore. I'm like, this is crazy. So
yeah, it just annoyed the fuck out of me because I'm like, okay, well, like what happened? You know what I mean?
Right. That is weird. I would really like to know. 6,000. That seems like a very high abnormal number. It's like a mongoloid number right there.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Well, that's a fucking mystery. Shit.
Yeah.
Shit. Anyways, the movie, JP. I heard that you liked it. It's so crazy that you like this movie. I just find it so compelling.
No.
Let's hear it.
I'm shocked. I actually can't really find anything positive to say about, which is rare for me.
It's so weird because it's like kind of what you were saying. It's just like who greenlit this shit? Like where, like it was shot in Bulgaria. Like it's just like where did this like come from? And it's direct to video, so it's like where did this like how did this get produced? Like I don't understand.
And it's interesting too, because I looked into it. Like, I just wanted to see if it was like actually official, but like Larry Cohen has a writer credit on this, so it's official. So,
well, you have to give credit no matter what, even if it wasn't official.
But he saw it. Yes, he saw this movie and said it was a bomb. Like, I mean, it's not like he saw it and went, "Who the fuck remade my movie without permission?" kind of thing. So, dude, this is a mystery. So, who directed it? Joseph Rusnak?
I couldn't find anything that this guy.
So, this guy did The 13th Floor in 1999. What movie is that? That seems familiar.
Oh, that's like that sci-fi movie.
Yeah, this one actually has Vincent D'Onofrio, that fucking dude. He's in it. I don't think I've seen.
He's good. I like him.
Yeah, that guy's.
I've almost watched it before, but I know what movie it is.
Oh, he worked on. Oh, let me see what the fuck. 13th Floor. So a lot of his shit that he was working on is in a different language. So I was when I was making fun of the writer being not English, maybe I was onto something here. Dude, a lot of this shit is like it's straight up foreign shit. So this guy's actually like a foreign director. But so again, it brings a lot more questions to the table. How did this thing get greenlit? Because this seems like it's like a foreign film with American actors. Well, not even fully American actors, because the husband in this movie is a British actor. James Murray's definitely British. I'm going to click on him. I'm pretty fucking sure he's British. I've seen him in something. He talks with an accent.
Yeah, that guy's British.
Yeah, he was born in Manchester. There you go. I knew he was English. First review should have been aborted. It's just too easy. It's just too easy, but that's exactly my sentiments too. Plan B fucking should have went to Plan C, motherfucker. Good Lord. Oh man, there's only the one trivia. It does say where Larry Cohen said 2008 remake. I would advise anybody who likes my film to cross the street and avoid seeing the new enchilada. The fucking that's gross.
Oh man, should have said some shit like, dude, if I had to see this, so do you.
But isn't it crazy when you're watching this movie where it just like it almost feels like it's time lapsing itself? It only runs 80 minutes and it's trying to do the same thing, but it's just like it's clipping along, but it's like so entertaining and so poorly done. You're just like, this is horrible, man. Like
so flat. It just beats you moping around for fucking 70 minutes.
Yeah, dude. I feel like they might have actually hypnotized her for real in this film, because she seemed like she was completely out of it for sure.
They just said, look sad. And she was like, okay.
You know, it's shit like this where I'd really like to find out like how much she got paid to do this. Like it had to have been just straight a paycheck, right? Like she traveled to do this. They filmed this in Bulgaria. So there's travel.
They're probably brother. She probably wants to go to Bulgaria.
She's like, yeah, I heard that they got really good
who
sausages
wants to go
there.
To Bulgaria? Maybe she's like, I'm going to go to Europe. Oh, I'll do this shitty movie while I'm here and make a little money.
They got really good sausage and cheese, and I heard they have really good sword fights there. And
she was trying to have a hot girl summer, and she was like, "I'll make some money for my summer." And
it's a mystery, man. There's got to be more on this shit, but there's nothing. Sucks. It sucks that we can't make fun of all the trivia, but yeah, not like. I don't think I've seen a worse movie in a while than this.
Did you talk about what fucking Larry Cohen said about it?
Yeah, I just did.
Okay. Did you also know that Gareth Jones of Dread Central, back in when this came out, gave it 3 out of 5 stars and said that It's Alive, don't go into It's Alive remake expecting a genuinely good movie. Let's face it, neither was the original.
Whoa, wow, he's throwing shade for no reason.
He gave it a 3 out of 5, fucker.
So this guy clearly doesn't know what he's talking about, because the original film is like legitimately a good film.
He's throwing shade.
Does he have something against Larry Cohen?
Dude, I don't know. Dude.
When did he write this review? Please tell me it wasn't after
it was like 2000 when it came out.
Okay.
He probably thought he maybe he sobered up.
Yeah, this is like the epitome of generic, man. Like even the music in the film is like,
oh my god, the fucking garage band soundtrack, Jesus,
dude, it's just so that time period, right? Like, put no effort into doing like an original score or nothing. We're just gonna put some like house generic grunge music in here.
Yeah, this shit was the review was posted September 3rd, 2009.
Right. You know what's really funny too about the Christmas tree? I swear it's one of those Christmas trees that you buy decorated, because it was like, if you look at the decorations, they're all like perfectly in there and stuff. I think it's one of those like fake Christmas trees.
Probably.
Like, I think it was actually. Yeah. Like already pre-decorated. You take it down with the decorations in it. It's ridiculous.
That's all they have in Bulgaria.
Yeah, they don't even have real Christmases. They actually had to import that from the States though.
Yeah, they ordered it from Amazon.
Yeah. Walmart special right there. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, I mean she was at college, man, and she was a super smarty pants. And she left college to have the baby and shit. Okay, get the fuck out of here, but
yeah, not smart enough to think about something maybe being wrong with her babies eating animals.
I know, like nothing in this movie makes a lick of sense, and that's what's cool about the original film is like the characters are so aware and understand that there's something wrong, and they're not trying to play it off like there isn't. Where here, it's like it almost feels like she's so traumatized. So like I think that's what they were trying to go for. Maybe she's so traumatized and she like, oh, it can't be like this, kind of thing. But it doesn't work because they don't do it properly. They don't show anything in that aspect that would remotely say that she was fully traumatized, because there's moments in the film where she's completely normal. She's completely fine. And then she even deals with the situations completely like, oh, it's like, when you find some dirty dishes from your kid. Well, you guys don't have kids. In another room, you just like grab them. You're like, fucking little fucking prick. And you go put that shit upstairs. It's like the same, like she walks into the room, pulls a dead fucking, a dead minx out of her fucking son's crib, and she's like, all right, that's just going in the trash.
Baby's first kill, man.
But it happens over and over again.
Yeah.
Still not getting mad. Still not figuring it out. Still not putting any effort into it. It's normal. It's fucking normal.
This time, it's something bigger than a bird.
For fucking what do they call him? Dan? Is it Danny Boy or is that? Yeah. Oh no, that's in part 2 that they call him Danny Boy. I don't know what the fucking name in this one, but
baby, unnamed baby. That's what his name is.
Mongoloid Matthew. That's what they called it.
Mongoloid Matthew. Mongoloid Matty.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very generic, man. Relies on jump scares. There's no, that's one thing I love about the original film that I mentioned a few times is like the mood and the atmosphere. It just has that overall great tone to the film. It's very suspenseful too. It has this very suspenseful moments. Like it's very typical 70s where it does feel like it's a slow burn. It's actually not a slow burn. There's always something going on, but it has these very suspenseful scenes and stuff where this one just does absolutely nothing. It relies on those jump scares. It's like, oh, we have a new character coming into the scene, so we're going to kill it off.
Yeah.
In the most ridiculous way that doesn't make a lick of fucking sense. There's actually a couple scenes in the film where it's like the baby's going in and out of the crib and no one's noticing. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? This is insane. Like it wasn't happening in the original film where it was like going back and forth. And it was like, the fuck, I'm getting the fuck out of here kind of thing, right?
This baby's stealthy.
Yeah, man. Military baby. Military mongoloid. Fucking stealth baby.
Such an ugly movie.
Ugly. It looks ugly. It sounds ugly. The effects are shitty. The CG is shitty. The acting sucks. The casting sucks. The story sucks. The direction sucks. Like, I hate being so negative, but I'm fucking Nancy tonight, bros.
Yeah, dude, that was some fucking wild shit.
It's bad. Like, this is what I love about doing franchises. There's always one complete, well, I shouldn't say there's always a complete shit bomb, but a lot of times in the bigger ones, there's always one or two films that you always have fun talking about because they're complete junk.
Yeah, it's always the soulless remake.
Yep.
This is about as soulless as it gets, I think.
Like this movie to me,
but it's funny because it's like it is, but it's not, because I feel like the person who made it thought he was doing good.
Yeah, that last shot.
Didn't you get that vibe like this? This guy was like, "Oh man."
That's what I was saying about the last shot. I was like, this guy like is like smiling at the camera, like I did something. This is profound.
It's just like that's the type of moronic shit that I'm talking about, though. Like if you make a movie for 79 minutes that's the most soulless shit in the world, like fucking Malachi has more of a soul than this fucking movie, and you try to throw this bullshit in there, this emotional angle with her like going down with the ship, like this whole Titanic shit. I'm like, bro, it doesn't work. You have to have some type of sediments throughout the fucking film. You have to have something there to sell the end. You can't just throw us a fucking bone. Well, that works, doesn't it? No, it doesn't, motherfucker. You're an idiot. You don't get it.
For her.
You don't fucking get it. I understand that you suck at making films, but I'm not going to fall for this jargon. This is bullshit. You're an idiot. So
pretty much.
I don't generally get so worked up about films, but this was 80 minutes that I watched after I watched 3 of these. I went in the pool for a few hours, had a couple beers, watched some Big Brother with the wife, and then I sat down before bed and watched this trash. I was up till 4 a.m, pissed off at myself that I did this to myself. No lie. I was mad. Got up at 6 and worked.
Yeah.
It's no jokes, man. No jokes. I take this shit serious. You guys take this shit serious?
Yeah. Movie blows.
Are you taking it serious? Because this is what we're doing with our lives right now. We're watching It's Alive from 2009.
Yep.
0.5 out of 10. It's a film. It exists.
Film. It's one of the films of all time.
It's one of the worst pieces of shit I've seen in so long. But it exists, so you have to give it a 0.5.
I'm at like a 2 out of 10.
What's the 2? What are the points? There's not one thing I like.
It was watchable.
Dude. My brain still hurts from last night.
I'll give it.
I would actually rather watch this than Voices of Desire and the other one we did.
No, I'd watch Voices of Desire twice before I watched this.
Dude, there's nothing. That movie's super. I don't even.
Dude,
that movie.
Are you fucking kidding me? I would watch Voices of Desire again just to see the banana in the armpit. That shit made me laugh.
Yeah.
This movie did not make me laugh one time. It's bad.
I laughed a couple times at the CGI baby.
Well, yeah, I mean,
I actually audibly laughed at that.
But it's like one of those laughs where you're like, I feel so bad for everyone involved in this shit. This is horrible.
Like I'm like was gonna give it a 1, but like I don't even know what I'm giving it the half for.
Yeah, half point because it exists as a film.
Half point.
So this one has a total of 3 out of 10. 3 out of 10. This is like one of the worst rated films we've ever had.
As it should be.
Yeah, dude.
We rated. I think we rated this the same as Jack Frost 2.
Which Jack Frost 2 is so much more watchable than this.
Yeah, Jack Frost 2 deserves an apology.
Yeah, actually, I think we need to like reassess that one because if that's crazy. It should not be in the same league as It's Alive.
At least Jack Frost 2 like knows it's retarded. Like this,
you know what? I'll change my rating to a 1 because there's a couple films that I think I rated a little higher that I think are better than this.
Yeah, so this one's 2 out of 10, 2 out of 30.
It sucks.
You can't even. I mean, literally, the lowest we could possibly do is 1.5 out of 1.5 because you got to give at least 0.5. You can't give zeros. It's just stupid.
I don't know if we ever had just a 1.5.
No,
have we?
No, I think the lowest.
You're getting.
I swear the lowest one we ever had was Jack Frost 2, which is 2.5.
No, Jack Frost 2 is 3 total.
Oh, I think there was one from
Howling New Moon Rising is 2.5.
That fucking movie.
I gave it a 1.5.
So me and Jeremy gave it fucking 0.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe that. I think there was another one from. Remember when we did that? Remember the Entity and The fucking
Oh yeah,
that was the second ever Hall of Painter.
Yeah, the Fangoria movies.
Oh, those ones were like I think 4 of the 5 were pretty bad. There was one that was okay.
I gave that one a 2.
Those ones are bad.
Some of those ratings are a little sus.
Whatever.
Like The Howling 3, I gave it a 2.5. That movie's way better than that.
The Howling 3 is legitimately boring as shit. It's like one of the worst Australian movies ever. In it. Like, I mean, in that level of filmmaking, like it's not a poorly made movie. It's just really boring. But I haven't seen it since we did that franchise. So
I think, me neither. But
right.
Yeah, that pretty much fucking sucked.
Yeah. All right. So that's It's Alive from 2009. Thank God that fucking shit's over with, because that was some disgraceful filmmaking.
The cover is shitty. Even
everything sucks.
They're not even trying to hide it.
No, they just made that cover on like fucking some shitty ass fucking Windows program in 2009.
Yeah, they made that shit in Photoshop.
Probably was Photoshop. Yeah. Anyways, that's going to conclude episode 323 of the It's Alive franchise. Hope you guys enjoyed that. That was fun up until the end. Like I said, there's always got to be one shitball in there, and that was the shitball. Mm-hmm. The fucking dangleberries, if you wish. I call them ass balls, if you guys are wondering. But that's my term for dingleberries, because I hate the word dingleberries, so I call them ass balls.
I love that word. It's so funny.
Yeah. It's too many syllables. I don't like saying it. Ass balls sounds funny to me.
And for those listening still, we are going to do, if all goes as planned, one more show before we return. It'll be in a couple weeks.
Another bonus show.
And it's continuing our theme here. And we're actually going to do Killer Kids.
Right. Because when you have an infant, guess what happens in 4 or 5 years? They're older. They're kids.
Yeah.
They're money grabbing, and they're just fucking leeches is what they are.
Little fucking liars.
Little fucking liars and leeches. Lunatics.
Yeah.
Straight
and so
up
we
assholes.
are going to do Alice, Sweet Alice, which I'm surprised we've never covered on the show before, other than it being in our top 10 of 1976.
Yeah.
Or whatever year it came out.
Well, some people did. I don't think it made mine. I don't think it made my top 10.
That's a shame.
It didn't.
Did it really not?
No.
I'm fact checking you.
I'm pretty sure it didn't. I'm never wrong.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Actually, wait. Yeah, no. You're not wrong. Because you had to make room for Island of Death.
Of course.
Island of Death is fucking amazing. Like, literally fucking amazing, if you guys get that joke. So, it's kind of gross, actually. He fucks a goat. Okay. He fucks a goat. if you're wondering. There's goat fucking in it. How could you not have
your list kind of sucks.
No, it doesn't.
You also didn't have Town That Dreaded Sundown.
Because it's goofy as fuck. And
you also didn't have Tobe Hooper's classic, Eaten Alive.
No, I did. In 76?
Wow. Really? That surprises me. That would be a movie I consider for like making your top 2 without really looking at the year too hard.
Anyway, so yeah.
No way. Eaten Alive's not on there?
Alice. No. No. It was my number 4.
See, I wish I could go back in there and find all these years. It's annoying.
Well, this one's on the website, so you can look at that one.
I know.
Anyway, the other 2 movies are Bloody Birthday, which I haven't seen. I actually reviewed that a couple years ago on 31 Days. And the final movie is The Children. Have you checked The Children? Which I also reviewed, I think, the same year on 31 Days a couple of years ago.
Dude, Eaten Alive only made 2 lists out of 5.
Yeah, that is retarded. That's ridiculous.
That's because y'all are tripping on House of Mortal Sin, man. Yeah.
You're tripping on Eaten Alive. You also didn't have Squirm. You didn't have The Tenant.
Whoa, no, The Tenant.
Bro, The Tenant was my number one, you fucking dummy.
I know.
Yeah, this list would actually be a lot different now that I look at it. I think I was the only one that had the House of Laughing Windows, though. And that's way before Arrow.
Yeah, I would have that now. I don't think I might not even have watched that back then.
Arrow put new eyes onto that one. This is years and years ago when Shameless only had the movie out.
Yeah.
That's one I'm surprised I didn't make my list. What the fuck? That's crazy.
Which one?
Death Weekend. The House by the Lake. My father's movie. It's crazy. How did I not have my dad's film on there? Sorry, Dad.
He's disappointed.
He is.
I think it's time to retire that joke.
Mr. Freud.
I like that.
No, dude, stop being such a fucking Grinch. Bro, it's not a joke. That's my real dad. Did you not see the package? It literally said Moodz Freud on it. It didn't come from my dad, though. I'm not even sure who my dad is, actually, to be honest. he's somewhere in Canada. I don't know. Anyways.
All right. With that said, let's sign off.
All right, guys. We're getting the fuck out of here. Fuck It's Alive remake. And we'll check you guys in episode 324 with some killer fucking asshole kids.
And don't forget that in September, we will officially be back with our top 10 of 2004, which is going to have us three plus, I think, 3 other people.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, there's 3 other people on there.
Yeah, should be.
So I was actually going to ask you, how are you recording now with Carly?
She'll just go in another room.
Oh.
I mean, I guess we could record in the same room. Maybe.
You have to use the same microphone.
Yeah, I'll have to see how that goes. I didn't really think of that. Probably different rooms. I think different rooms will be easiest.
Yeah, we did have a lineup change on this show. There's someone else who just was on Sinbin, actually. But
yes.
But so that means when 2004 is happening, that means there's going to be a new year revealed, which we're already been all talking about what we want and shit like that. And I said 69, 71, and 93.
The worst. Like you literally pick like my lowest ranked ones.
I'll take any year in the 70s or 80s.
Any years in the 70s and 80s, I'm fucking cool, man. I don't give a fuck. I think it would be funny as hell. 69 did come up though.
Dude, I will be so upset if he gets some shit like 98. I will be so bummed out.
I'll take 98 over 69 any day.
69's not that bad. You kidding me?
It's not that bad. I just don't want to do it right now.
No, I
just did fucking 64 or something.
Yeah,
like I said, my least favorite year in the 70s would be 78. And it's not because there's not a lot of great films that year. It's because it's like, dude, 5 films are going to make everyone's list. That's what I don't want to hear. Like, it's going to be 45-minute show. I'm like, oh yeah, fucking Halloween, Dawn of the Dead. Like, are you fucking with me here? Those movies are making everyone's list.
But that's just bangers.
Yeah, but those movies are not making people's lists. That's what it's not a surprise. And plus, for me,
so are we supposed to try to make movies that don't make our list?
Well, 74 for you is anticlimactic because everyone knows.
But look at 2004. It's a fucking hodgepodge of nobody knows what's on anybody's list.
I know, that's what makes it so fun. Like 74 is anticlimactic for you because everybody knows TCM's your favorite film. 78, Dawn of the Dead, that's mine. Everyone knows this. It's like not spoiling anything.
I think that most years, I think that like 95% of all years, you can figure out what is probably the most popular movie.
Popular? I never get your guys' picks right. I don't know shit.
Yeah, that's just because you're fucking kind of like slow.
I'm not fucking slow. It's because y'all be tripping. You guys aren't picking your favorites. You're picking along. You're picking against
Tony
the grain. It's like Moodz. You know what you do, man? You're like, Moodz is going to pick this one, so I'm going to go with this movie. You're trying to play it all sly and shit, but I understand what the fuck you're doing.
Tony understands. He gets me every time.
I'm usually not far off with you. I usually get one of the two.
If I usually...
but nobody gets Tony.
I get Tony every time.
Oh, fuck. You guys are fucking...
So, yeah. But besides that, we also have fully scheduled out our next, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 shows. So we know our schedule. We spent a couple hours before the show doing that. I think you guys are going to be pretty excited for the stuff we got coming in October and November. So yeah, it should be really cool. We're doing some big stuff, some cool stuff. So should be fun.
November is going to be so much fun.
Yeah, of course, Italian Horror Month.
I mean, October's looking pretty fucking good right now.
Yeah, I think that all of it's really good.
I'm liking this. I'm liking this right now. Yeah, I'm excited. Lots of good shows coming up. All right. Anyways, on that note, we're out of here.
Deuces.
See you.
That's all, folks.